No mai, harimai, ko Blue Mountains, te moanga, ko Natosaga, te awa, ko Wanamaker te iwi, ko Ian toko inawa. Kia ora whanau, welcome to this live stream broadcast. I'm Ian Wanamaker coming to you from Dunedin alongside Bill Falcone and Matt Whiffen. We are the live stream team bringing you this IIHF Women's International Ice Hockey Championships held here in Otipoti, Dunedin. Let's go.
Looking forward to it. Now getting excited all day about this competition and can't wait to get started.
Yes, haere mai everybody. Thank you for joining us. Dobry ranok for all you folks joining us from Ukraine. We're going to have a big night and a great game hopefully.
Fantastic. We have the Kiwis, New Zealand, the Ice Friends. They are taking on Ukraine here in Dunedin. This is going to be a fantastic event. We are very excited to bring you this action. Wow, what can we expect tonight? We've already had a few matches earlier today, and man, it started off with a bang. Our top-seeded team, Belgium, competing off against, who was it?
Hong Kong, China.
Hong Kong, China, man. And what was the scoreline there?
It was 6-2. Very good game. And yeah, also the and then Belgium kicked it off. Sorry, yeah. And no, it was a very tight game. Belgium started off slow. They just were like a boat getting up on their plane. Every period they were getting better, and were able to get control of it in the end and had a pretty convincing win.
6-2, yeah, that's fairly convincing. A good start for the Belgians, who have come down. They were regulated down from their previous year's competition. Is that correct, Matt?
Yes, that's right. They were relegated from Div 2 Group B last year. So you would expect Belgium to be one of the more competitive teams here. So expect them to get a few more wins under their belt for their sake going through the tournament. I'm not sure what happened in the game previously, but it was Australia versus Turkey. I believe Australia came out on top, but I'm not sure the score there.
Yeah, it was a very close game, 2-0 to Australia. They put on, I think it was 45 shots onto the Turkey A goalkeeper, and man, what a performance that young woman had. And the Turks came up a little bit short there with, they played a fantastic game and played their hearts out. But yeah, that's how things have shaped up so far at this IIHF. I got to get used to saying that. Sorry, folks. The IIHF tournament as we kick off here in Dunedin. And looking forward to this game with New Zealand playing at home. First time since, when is it, 2013, I believe, is the last time that the Kiwis had played on home ice. So that is a few times between events, playing a little bit of stick and puck. But the Ukrainians, the only time the Kiwis have ever played the Ukrainians was in 2020, and the Kiwis went up 5-3. The only matchup they've ever played against the Ukrainian women's team. So it could be another close one here tonight. We shall see how this one gets going.
Other than the friendly on Friday.
Oh, that's correct.
They played, and that was a great game. Very impressed with Ukraine. Young players, extremely young, but yet very well schooled, good passing, a lot of drop passes at the blue line. Did a good job of crowding in front of the net to screen, and just had no quit in them. It wound up going to overtime, and Kiwis won in the 3-on-3, so it was 5-4 was the final.
Okay, and international rules, after regulation play, they would play a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime, and in that friendly, the Kiwis went up 5-4. So there you go, very, very close in the warm-up matches. So then again, we shall see what happens here tonight in Dunedin.
Yeah, I think the Kiwis, the New Zealand team, would definitely want to start this tournament really strong. They've got a good home crowd here. You can see the crowd's starting to fill up. First time, like you say, in 12 years since they've been playing at home. So a lot of them will be playing like it could be their last game. You know, just putting it all out there.
Absolutely, and it's wonderful to have all these different nations competing here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. We see the banners up on above us here as we get a very nice wide shot as the Zamboni just finishes resurfacing this fantastic ice rink here. International size as per specs of the IIHF, and got Belgium, Australia, Hong Kong, China, New Zealand, Turkey, and Ukraine. So those are all the countries that are competing here in New Zealand for this Division 2 Women's Ice Hockey World Championships coming at you.
Yeah, and great sportsmanship to see. We were commenting earlier when we were talking about the warm-ups, and to see the two teams right next to each other warming up inside, it's great sportsmanship across the all the teams, and it's just wonderful to have the world coming to Dunedin.
Oh, absolutely, and that's something that really took me by surprise as we were making our pregame notes, and you look out beside us and you see both teams warming up together. I thought, man, if you had, I don't know, I don't want to be sounding sexist here, excuse me if I do, but if you had the two men's teams, which will be happening here in Dunedin, competing, if they're out there warming up together, because the weather's inclement outside, they had to do their warm-ups inside, so naturally they're in the same space, and it's a beautiful setup here. They got bikes and yoga mats and kettlebells and the whole lot, everything for their teams to get best prepared. And the teams have just finished their on-ice warm-up. And in the IIHF format, the teams have a full warm-up, go off the ice, and then they get a full ice cut again afterwards, and then they get to start with a nice, fresh, clean sheet ice, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty professional. It's just like watching the NHL, isn't it? You're not normally seeing that in our local league, the NZIHL or the NZWIHL, where they just get a quick warm-up before the game starts, and then they're playing on that same sheet of ice without any groom in between. So they'll be getting a nice, good, fast surface to play with, and both teams will be hoping that they can get off to a good, clean start with some great puck control and great puck movement with good passes.
Yeah, and that's with a great ice surface. As we see the Kiwi giving us a big wave. Well done. We got a massive mascot down there.
The official New Zealand Olympic mascot.
Yeah, there they are. Wearing the Kiwi jersey with ice ferns on the back, representing 2025. Fantastic crowd here shaping up as well. And I was just going to mention, with that smooth ice surface, the puck travels so much nicer, and it's a dream start, to be fair, once the ice is fully dry. And if you're a player and you're just anticipating to get out there, you want to get that puck on your stick and score and just be the first to literally break the ice and get into the game and be in your favor. Because these games, they can be so tight, and in this round-robin format, you play each country once, and then by the end of it, it determines your standings and who gets gold, who gets bronze, who gets silver, and you gotta start right away. You can't have any shifts off. It's got to be full noise, full attention to detail, and this is the top level. You got to be ready to go.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a fast start. Again, the other night in the friendly, very competitive. Ukraine very hungry for the puck, and it was good to see they were really pushing the New Zealand in the during the game, and they were just relentless. They didn't have quit in them. Again, I can't comment enough about the youth on their
very young
side.
roster, right?
Yeah, it's
probably
really
the youngest roster here.
Oh,
What was their average age, Matt? It was.
I'm not sure the average
20
age.
years old.
20 years old.
Yeah.
And 4 15-year-old players in their squad.
Like the youngest player, we got to check this, but this could be an international record with the youngest young woman playing at 15 years and 5 months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, unbelievable. And
well done to her to be in that team.
And then they have another. They have a 16-year-old. They have 4 17-year-olds.
So
and
by
then
far
an
the youngest.
18-year-old. Yeah,
Well,
2 18-year-olds, 3.
So we'll see if that youthful, inexperience might play a factor as these games go on, or potentially in this first one, as the Kiwis' average age is 25. So a few more elderly. Oh, that's not even fair. That's just more experience. No, well, that's the wrong choice of words. Excuse me.
More experience.
More experience.
Mature.
But on an international stage, it's experience does count for a lot of things, and having that to steady the nerves or calm the team and be present, to be ready, because they've been there before.
Especially in those really tight moments. If you're maybe trying to kill off a power play in the last 10 minutes when you're up by 1 goal, or you're down by 1, not giving up penalties in certain situations, things like that. That's what comes with experience, and if you've got a little bit more than the other team, it might go in your favour. So we'll see how that plays out tonight. We're not too far away from the official opening ceremony.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. The ice is getting nice and dry. I think the officials will be coming out very soon. Might be rolling out some form of carpet. Could be red. Nice red carpet, maybe. I'm not sure, Matt, what color the carpet is down here in Dunedin.
That looks like a grey carpet over there.
Oh, grey. Okay, kind of like the sky today. So it's a nice Dunedin welcome to you all.
Good friend of mine over there, Jamin Harricks. He's got the carpet. He's ready to go. Let's hope he doesn't mess that up. There's all sorts of things that can go wrong at the start of a ceremony. But
a little bit of to and froing, and they have all the officials. There's quite a few officials here. folks, as we are getting underway, there will be someone singing the national anthem. We've got a local singer called Griffin Nico, who will introduce the New Zealand national anthem, as well as the New Zealand representative, the mayor of Dunedin, Jules Radich. He's going to be coming out here as well and offering a local welcome to the, what do you call them, Dunedinites or Otipotiites? Is there a name?
Dunedinites, Otipoti locals.
Any Scarfies as well?
Oh, there's probably a few Scarfies up there.
I was once a Scarfie down here.
Oh,
Must
good on
admit.
you.
Fantastic city, Dunedin. Anyone that is listening or watching to this broadcast, a phenomenal place to be. And this ice rink is literally a stone's throw away from the ocean and the beach. It's just incredible.
A beautiful beach. It was a really lovely day here today as well. Up until about 10
Yeah, it was good surfing with the storm front coming in.
I wouldn't imagine what the temperature of the ocean would be right now. If
Oh,
you're out
you'd
there.
need a 7 mil wetty.
It's 7 mil.
It's
Yeah.
always
Oh my
the same
God, how could you
temperature.
move in a 7 mil wetsuit? You'd just be kind of like, oh, you'd be stuck on the board anyway. No, I'm not an experienced surfer, but maybe that's you. Oh, here we go. We've got someone coming out here with the IIHF flag, and here's the flag of Belgium. Nice quiet hush. Oh, this is the Australian flag. Hong Kong, China. And the Kiwi flag.
And
New
rounds
Zealand
of cheer goes up
yeah,
for
there
that
you go.
one.
Very polite audience.
I can't imagine there'd be a lot of travelling tourists, travelling fans. Australia might have more.
And the Ukraine getting a very pleasing reception. That's wonderful.
Great support here for Ukraine.
It's fantastic to see all the countries here. Quite a distance to travel to get to the South Pacific.
Yeah, it's great the world coming to New Zealand for sport and just the good sportsmanship and just wonderful. Great opportunity.
Yeah, another great opportunity for these young skating athletes. I presume they're all from New Zealand, potentially representing their country's flags here. Taking a moment to get official photographs as well, as some of the dignitaries who are being welcomed onto the ice. That is the New Zealand Ice Hockey Federation President, Mr. Andy Mills. What color kind of suit would you call that? Is it like a olivey gray? I don't even know. Here we are. It appears as though we are awaiting the official opening of this tournament.
Maybe a microphone problem on the far side currently. Here we are.
There we are. As a welcome to all of those in attendance. Just introducing the Mayor of Dunedin, Jules Radich. Mayor Radich is welcoming everyone to the Women's 2025 IIHF World Championships, Division 2B.
Welcoming the teams, the players.
He's definitely plugging the city, wonderful city of Dunedin, as it comes to life with sport. He's welcoming everyone, and also any of the volunteers or any of the staff that are present here, from the people that are taking through the tickets or seating, camera, anyone that's been helping around.
And also a lot of the unsung heroes with the officials. Yeah, a lot of people give them a hard time, and it's people volunteer all around the world to help out, and it's just trying to thank them, appreciate them, let them know they're appreciated.
Kia ora to you, Mr. Mayor Radich, as he has thanked all in attendance and also welcoming all the competing countries. This is Mr. Andy Mills, the New Zealand Ice Hockey Federation president, doing his welcome.
To teams from around the world, to friends and family.
I think he's also thanking the committee that organizes this event. It doesn't happen by just one individual. There's a collective and a whole bunch of people that are putting in the hard mahi to get this operation underway, I guess. This is the official opening.
Yeah, the layers across the country that are helping out, you know, trying to organize it, just the logistics to get everybody here.
This is the the IIHF delegate tournament chairman now doing a welcome. Commenting on how hospitable Kiwis have been here for all the internationals that have visited or are visiting.
For those overseas, Kiwi is the colloquial, I guess, for New Zealanders.
Tina Pai, he has finished his welcome. And we're just being asked to rise if people can for the singing of the New Zealand national anthem.
Sung by Griffin Nicol.
Kapai. Thank you very much to Griffin Nicol singing the New Zealand anthem.
So the flag bearers will now be skating off the ice.
Fantastic, and looks like that is going to get us started, Fana. We are ready to drop the puck pretty soon here as the Kiwis, the New Zealand Ice Ferns, they are taking on Ukraine.
Yep, and the head coach for Ukraine, Yevgeny Alipov, and two of his daughters play. He actually has twins that are playing, and that's number 7, Elizabeth Alipova.
Yeah.
And also number 19, Ellen Alipova. They're 27. And speaking of twins, the New Zealand team also has a set of twins, which is one of their goalies, number 1, Lachlan Hyde, and number 18, defense, Alex Hefford. And they're both 27 also.
Yeah,
and
so
another
two sets of twins, both the same age, but of different origins.
and another set of sisters on the for the New Zealand team is number 8 Abby Hill and number 24 Judy Hill.
There you go, some side facts. Information is key, and look at that. And now we've got Team Ukraine lining up on the blue line as they've taken to the ice in quite nice blue jerseys. A little bit Trey Kronor looking a little bit like similar, not quite, but similar to Sweden. But New Zealand wearing white. They're actually the away team, New Zealand, and Ukraine is the home. So we'll have, I believe, the team captains. That's Jamie Jones, respectively, for Team New Zealand. And the team captain for Ukraine is Valeria Manchuk. Number 12 coming up to shake hands. Fantastic sportspersonship there as they exchange gifts before the game. And both teams tapping their sticks and acknowledging each other as we are getting set to drop the puck as teams will go to their respective areas and do perhaps a little bit of a cheer. A little bit of focus. Ukraine is now skating around the rink. They want extra warm-up before the game starts.
One more lap. Yeah,
one more lap in.
Get it in there. It was a long wait for the ceremony.
It was a good lengthy anthem.
So starting lineup for New Zealand Ice Ferns. Number 7 forward, Anjali Mulari. She's the assistant captain. Number 8, Abby Hill. Number 9, the captain, Jamie Jones. Number 10, forward, Lily Hansen. And number 19, forward, Katia Blanc. And in goal, number 25, Grace Harrison.
And starting lineup for the Ukrainian women's team. Starting in goal, Victoria Takchenko. Number 2, Kirichenko. Number 4, Radmila Vedmedenko. Number 12, Valeria Manchuk, the captain. Daria Simarenko, number 14. And finishing off starting lineup, Polina Talahina, number 17. We are just about ready. I'm very excited for this very first game for the New Zealand team.
Yeah, got to admit it. Definitely a lot of anxious nerves here in the building. Feeling it up here on the scaffold that we're standing on overlooking this fantastic sheet of ice in Otipoti, Dunedin. We are getting set as the referees checking the watch, looking at the time, getting the signal from the score bench, and we are about to start this game. Face-off, here we go. New Zealand up against Ukraine. Ukraine's winning the face-off early on, backhanding the puck in. Is Krivchenko, number 2, goes behind the net. Fast pace to start the game. Goes up the wall. Left up there for Blanc. Blanc takes it on the back end. 1 against 3. Poke checked away nicely by the Ukrainians. Malari sends it in. Takes a bump from the side. Nice physical start from the Ukrainians. And the Ukrainians go and put the puck up the wall. Send it down. Kind of out of the reach of number 14, Simirenko. And the Kiwis regroup in their own end. Bit of pressure here from the Ukrainians. One shot from behind the goal line, right? Might have caught Grace Harrison a little bit by surprise there, Matt.
Yeah, it's a good forecheck from the Ukrainian team down low already in the corner, forcing the puck on the net on the tight side, but Grace Harrison getting their shoulder up, making sure that's covered.
Yeah, I almost wondered if she was trying to bank it off her back.
Yeah, maybe saw a
drop
little
it
bit
into
of
the goal,
extra light there. As the linesperson goes down after dropping the puck. So there, the sheet of ice is certainly very slippery tonight. Here we go. The Kiwis break through. 22 coming at you. Nelson coming in. Does the Gretzky stop up. Backhands it back in the zone. Intercepted there by Team Ukraine. They pound it off the boards. No touch, but looks like we will not have icing. That's waved off. As Hollier regroups it down low. Gets it taken away, though. Kiwis Richmond puts it off the backhand, off the boards. Can't quite clear the zone. Ukrainians all over the Kiwis at the moment, but they are managing to get it out. Jess Horner-Pascoe, number 23, banks it off the wall into a streaking.
Offsides.
Just slightly offside was Judy Heel as Judy was looking to get through and breaking in. But we've got an early stoppage, and that's already, minute and a half into the game?
Yeah, very fast action to begin this game. Both teams going up and down the ice. Ukrainians with a couple of shifts down there in the zone, looking to get shots on net, but so far nothing too dangerous.
So face-off at center ice. That is nice to see. After an offside, that's a little bit unusual. There we go. We play on. Kiwis chasing after it, but the Ukrainians get it to a zebra-looking paint like tape job on the stick of that player for number 21, Lishkovich. Ukrainians. Kiwis now get it in the middle, neutral ice. Kind of having a hard time holding on to the puck in neutral territory. They give it away. Ukrainians 1-on-2 here. So
Good stick
Nestorenko.
checking.
Good stick check, yes, as the Kiwis do get it. Not out of the line, though. Shot from the point, right on target to Harrison. That's saved and put in towards the corner. Players battle for it. Shields back with the puck now in behind the Kiwi goal. Sends it up around the boards. Not quite cleared. Shot in from the point. Blocked by the skates of Heel.
Yeah, not clearing the zone.
Hutor really throwing the puck on net from deep at the enlist shift. That's 3 shots she's put through. 2 of them have got through to Harrison.
Yeah, and this is quite a very big defensive zone. It's very long as well, so those shots come from a distance. As Ukraine gains entry to the New Zealand zone. Shot from the point. That goes wide, tipped away by the Kiwis. Milari puts it back, stops up on the wall. Again, quickly pressured by the Ukrainians, hemming the New Zealanders inside their own zone. And after looking to clear here, up to Milari. 1-on-2. Goes wide, decides to just dump it in and go for a chase. 1-on-5. Backhanded up the wall by the Ukrainians. Stopped at the line by Lilly. Holds ground well. Hansen passes it in. That's intercepted in the middle. Team Ukraine kind of looking for a neutral zone pass, but out of the reach of 14. We could have our icing. No, it is waved off last second, so the Kiwis get it out of their zone. Ice friends, that's Blong, number 19. Does a nice curl move at the blue line. Backhanded, doesn't reach. Blong gets it back. Goes around the net here. Looking to center it, does center it. Backhand in front shot. Oh, what a save. First shot by the Kiwis, good test. And Hollier can't hold the line as some pressure by the New Zealanders is thwarted by the goaltender.
I'm not sure if Milari was able to get any stick on that one as it came off the pads.
Icing.
So there's a bit of pressure there as the Ukrainians ice the puck as you're going to see here, this pass comes from behind the net and into front.
Beautiful pass there, backhand. Milari
Tries to redirect it in. But the pad saved by Tachenko.
First real pressure down low for the New Zealanders, Bill.
Yeah, definitely good to see.
Kiwis win the faceoff in the O-zone, and then a shot on net. Another set. Goes almost 5-hole, but Tachenko closes the door and holds the pad, squeezes it, and the Kiwis looking to take advantage of a good faceoff win. Shot from the side there off the pad, and then another shot, maybe not all of it, was number 22. That is
Kelly Nelson.
There we go.
Victoria Tachenko has a really good record down in the lower division, having a 1.225 goal against average. A little bit higher than the one time they were up in the Division 2B.
Another great save, too, as that right pad gets extended. Just mentioning that goalkeeper put to the test once again as Ukraine breaks back into the New Zealand zone. There's number 3, Sanova. That's Victoria. And the Kiwis try to clear it out the side of the zone. Again, having a little bit of difficulty, but they do manage to clear that blue line area, covering lots of ground, but isolated as Horner-Pascoe dumps it in, and they go for a change. sending Ukraine back in their zone. Pass up the wall. Kind of just redirected towards the defender, Abihiel. And the Kiwis, kind of a ping pong match with the way the puck's been going back and forth here. Did a giveaway. Nice move there at the blue line. Harassed by 2 players. Ukraine comes in. Shot saved by Harrison. Jamie Jones.
Power move through the defense there, that one.
Yeah, very confident take on 2 players and get the shot on as well. As Jones forced to go back over to Heel. That's Abby Heel. Clears the zone, but the Ukrainians dump it right back in. Harrison puts a paddle onto it. Heel sends it off the Ukrainian pressure, but the Ukrainians turn it over, and Harrison spills it to the corner, but someone's lost a 6 shot. What a save by Harrison. Number 17 for the Ukrainians. Paulina Telehina gets a good shot on.
Yeah, just put it right up under the elbow of Grace Harrison there.
Oof. What's that called? Is that called the 6 hole or something like that?
Six
Because,
hole.
you know, like you hear 5 hole being between the legs. You got
6
other
or
spaces.
7, whether it's left or right.
Yeah, okay, well, it's all 6s and 7s at the moment, but there's 0s on the scoreboard as we are almost 5-6 minutes through. Shot there, and that's just wide. As the Ukrainians win a faceoff, that was Manchuk, their captain, taking a shot on goal, but wide.
She's definitely one of the players to watch. Manchuk, she's got
Oh,
a
what a
goals.
collision there as Blong might have had the head down and got clipped by an errant knee. We'll check that one on replay as the Ukrainians send it all the way down. That could go for icing, and it is. Luckily, no one was injured on that play, but man, that was a tough collision.
Yeah, big collision there. But I think New Zealand has to focus on getting it out of their zone because Ukraine's going to make them pay, I think, if they can't get them out because they're keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, that youthful legs definitely there is using their aggressive forecheck to hem the Kiwis in. But at the moment, we're in the other zone for the New Zealand team, but they are regrouping at neutral area. Malari over to Blong. Nice touch pass at the blue line. Spinorama pass doesn't reach. As Krichenko goes back. And then they're doing really well to transition out of their defensive zone through to neutral and entering into the Kiwi zone. Good stick play there by Lily Hansen. Well done to intercept that and take the puck away. But up to Malari, who's isolated 1 against 4. Needs some support here. Has 2 Ukrainian players battling against her, and they turn it over. You're going to lose that battle when it's 2-on-1. And that could go for another icing. The hands up. Yes, it is. So the Ukrainians did well to get the puck, but then they iced it.
Yeah, New Zealand was caught on a line change there. I think they had 3 or 4 players go off, and that's why Malari didn't get the support down in the offensive zone.
Yeah, with the international ice, like in the longer bench change as well, and if you're going to be isolated, you need to be getting that support coming soon, or at least have some tactic to get that puck back. And the Kiwis, that's Abby Hill, sends it over to Jones. I hear that combination. Oh, it's a giveaway at the top of the line. Ukrainians come in, number 10 shot on, and that's kicked away by Harrison. Yeah, the Kiwis send it over. Ukrainians have it now, up just past the red line. They elect to dump it in, kind of stick down by Jamie Jones. Good hand-eye coordination. Abby Hill gets it, puts it up the boards. Kiwis getting stopped at the blue line again.
Yeah, Ros
Sanova
there with a great stop.
Hefford just out of the reach there. That pass doesn't make it through. And the Ukrainians go in 2-on-1. And Jones with a thundering body check right in front of the referee and just decides, oh, that's a fantastic body check. We are not calling that tonight.
Cleanly got away with that one. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you get lucky.
And that one was definitely on that side of things. 2-on-2 shaping up. Nelson comes in, wrist shot. Ooh, right in the breadbasket, as you say. Right on that logo with, what does it look like? It's got kind of a...
It's almost the
Inward
crown-looking logo.
crown, yeah.
Yep.
The New Zealanders are really struggling through the neutral zone. They're really struggling to get it out and then through the neutral zone clearly, whereas the Ukrainians do a
They've
much
got
better
it
job.
soundly.
Much
Yeah,
better job
very polished.
entering the zone and getting through that neutral zone really good.
Face-off win. Lee with a shot deflected just over the goal there.
Lily.
Kiwis looking to center it.
nice
Really
save.
kept it
She's
in.
got a
Shot
good hard
really
shot.
high. It's on the side of the net. Good recovery by Horner Pascoe, but again, the pass is just not connecting. Oh, that connected. Lily came through with kind of just a little interference on that play. As Hutor gets that out of the zone, and the Ukrainians come in with a shot. Great shot there, blockered away by Grace Harrison. Again, the Ukrainians not with numbers, but they have good possession of the puck. Around the outside in the New Zealand zone. Shot from the point, wrist shot, deflected down, doesn't reach the net.
Just through to the other side.
Yeah, New Zealand still unable to clear the zone.
Good forecheck there as a good body bump comes out in front. Nice shot there by number 12, Manchak. Really kind of helping and dictating a lot of that offensive play as another shot reaches the goal to Harrison. Looked like a deflection again. We'll check that on the replay. Forcing Grace to make another save.
Yeah, definitely came off a body in front. Ukrainians just doing a better job of putting pressure down low and retrieving loose pucks. Putting the New Zealand defence under pressure.
And doing a great job of boxing in the zone to keep it into the offensive zone.
Yeah, that last shot, it came from the point and actually hit the New Zealander, Abby Heel, and then went right to Grace. Another shot. Oh, good save by Grace. Getting the rebound. Good control there. But the Ukrainians turning it up a notch here against the New Zealanders. Wrist shot from the point, dipped down, blocked in front, a lot of traffic, doesn't get through cleanly, and the Kiwis forced to send it out of the zone, and a bit of a chance here.
There's an opportunity.
On the back end, well defended there by number 2, Tatiana Krichenko.
Yeah, Hope Gregory just couldn't get a clean shot away there. Went to the backhand, but didn't have a lot on it.
A good attacking chance for the Kiwis. So end-to-end action here in Otipoti, Dunedin. Team Ukraine off the wall. And that's retrieved by Hollier. Up to Mills. That's Gabby on the wall. Looking for an outlet. Sends it cross rink. Nice on the tape pass. Here comes Gregory with a wrist shot. Oh, off the blocker of Tachenko. Kiwis with it. Wobbling puck. Kept in at the line, but then given away. So 3-on-2 shaping up. Taking Jones to the outside. Drop pass. Shot. That's blocked. And the Kiwis managed to get it through. Ice Ferns now. Malari
again,
finding herself by her 1-on-2.
Yeah.
Does well with the stick.
Gets
handling.
the puck and the teammates go for a change.
Yeah, that's happened twice already in the first period. She might have to get the replay on the bench. There we are. Jamie Jones stepping up. Again, shot blocked by Team Ukraine. Coming up the wall, that's Skorohod. Wrist shot, that's again blocked. Some good blocks here happened by both teams, so that's good positioning defensively by both groups. Blong going 1-on-1. Good moves here, very quick.
Good to see end-to-end hockey also.
Lily at the point. Wrist shot, deliberate miss to the wall, off the side of the net as looked like she was looking for Hansen, who was on that side post. Something the Kiwis might have practiced using the lively boards here in Dunedin. Not getting the shot directly on net, but to the side. So Liskovic puts some pressure down with the puck now. Passes up to the point. Futor with the wrist shot, blocked there by Blong. Good blocking in that shooting lane. And Hefford has it now, sends it in. Ooh, actually, the goaltender was creeping to the corner. Had to make a good save there.
Yeah, definitely caught her by surprise, I think.
Yeah, she was anticipating it going into her left side, but it went to the right side.
New Zealanders are really now starting to get into their groove, making those up passes quicker and cleaner.
Hayward with a drop pass to Helen Murray, took a shot. That went wide.
You can see the New Zealanders have just worked out their game. Maybe a little bit of pressure early on, just threw them off a little bit. They're getting into it now.
Wrist shot there, going high glove, and Grace Harrison says, I will catch that just like some delicious Otago cherries. Thank you very much.
Liskovic there with a great shot. Going for that high corner, but Grace Harrison playing in the men's league here in New Zealand, in the NZIHL for the Botany Swarm. Used to those hard shots, so she's going to try and catch them every day.
Team Ukraine with a good face-off win again, and then Kuchenko sends it down around the boards over to the opposite defending partner, Vedmedenko. Up to the point, Vedmedenko, hard slap shot. What a ripper shot from the point. But missed the net entirely. Ukrainians still have the puck. Your wrist shot blocked by Heel. That's 24. Judy Heel. Oh, was tripped up too. No call again. So the officiating letting things play here as we get on. There's a bit of a collision at neutral ice, so that puck gets dumped in. Team Ukraine, they get onto it first. That is Telehina. Goes around the net on the back end, looking for someone up top to pass to potentially. Goes down low.
Defense had gone for a change. There's no one on the point.
So it's good on-ice vision just to hold on to it. Now it's pucked in the middle. Shot deflected, redirect onto Grace Harrison with a good save. Team Ukraine looking like they've got a power play here. Shot from the point, that's blocked.
Judy here with another great block.
And the New Zealand Ice Ferns do well to break out. Now it's 1-on-2. Jasmine Horner-Pascoe, who has some fantastic individual skills with holding on to that puck. We'll need it when it's 1-against-2.
She's poetry on ice.
Absolutely. Hollier at the point shot. That's kind of redirected and blocked. And Team Ukraine getting in the shooting lanes and regathering that puck. Putting the Kiwis in right behind their own goal.
It's definitely an intense game, like high level, going back and forth, so could start to play into fitness as the game goes on.
Absolutely, and this is the official game 3 of this IIHF World Championships for the women, Division 2B. But this is both of these teams and countries' first matchup.
The Ukraine team's been here for a week, so they'll be well and truly acclimatised to the Dunedin weather and the time zone, so they shouldn't be feeling too many ill effects from the game going on with this kind of pace.
Yes, and they did have a warm-up match against each other already, so they are a bit familiar. Pass in front here, and a one-time shot by Murray doesn't reach through. Again, blocked by a skate.
Yeah, who tore that time in front? They're just throwing their bodies in front of these shots. They know how important every one of them could be.
Yeah, but quite smartly, like very well defended, so good positions. And Team Ukraine getting the puck back. That is Liskovich over to the D. And again, the Kiwis now, they managed to turn over. Malari,
once again,
on 3 by herself. Gets a shot on. Saved by Kachenko. Kiwis still have it, though. That's Hansen over to Malari. Looking to hook up again. Oh, it pads their shot.
Yes!
And a goal!
Nelson!
Scored by Nelson. She takes advantage of that shot. Maybe a deliberate shot pass off the keeper and on that right side of the goaltender, and they make no mistake. Yep. Kiwis are up 1-0 in the first goal.
Perfect rebound for Nelson there, wasn't it, Bill?
Great to see top shelf. She's been hitting the breadbasket a lot and just got a beautiful up top.
Nice rebound. So that was phenomenal as the placement of the shot forced the goaltender to put it off the right pad and then almost directly to the goal scorer.
Yeah, Dukchenko just couldn't get across there, unfortunately.
The Kiwis get the first goal of this game and win the faceoff, send it right back into Ukrainian territory.
Yeah, much to the crowd's delight there, the hometown team getting the game underway.
But don't write off Ukraine. They just kept coming back. They were relentless in the friendly.
Yeah, that was pretty much goal for goal in the Friday night game.
Yeah, so very back and forth, wasn't it? So expect to potentially see the same again here tonight. Nice stretch pass as the Ukrainian gets in behind the D there, and that's Manchak. Very good position, but good awareness by the defender to send that puck all the way from their own zone up and through. Look at this pass. Threading a needle, my goodness. And then breaks through and gets a shot away. That's wonderful hockey there by Team Ukraine.
A little bit of extras afterwards as well with Rebecca Lilly on defense.
Yeah, saying, hey, don't really like that. Please stop shooting at our goalie. We want to go the other way. Shots are pretty close, too. 8 to the
Rebecca Lilly, very competitive when it comes to anyone in front of the net.
Yeah, using size and strength, which is definitely one of her skills as the Team Ukraine going on the backhand. Also showing some good agility and strength. Good passing here as well. Oh, take that back. Just a bit of a fake pass. Telehina puts it down low. And we have the arm up by the official here. I'm not sure what the penalty will be called. We'll get that shortly. It looks like it's going against Team New Zealand for a hold. We'll double check that. Looks okay. That is looking like number 21. That is Shields going to the penalty box for a hold that had somehow happened in that sequence of play, and that will put the New Zealand team, the Ice Ferns, on the penalty kill, and Team Ukraine on the power play.
That was just forcing hand Shields' hand. They had good cycle down low in their corner over there. And the Kiwis are just struggling to catch up. The New Zealanders just lacking some speed there on that shift. First time we see special teams for either side.
That's right, and the Team New Zealand winning the face-off and sending the puck the full 200 feet. What is that in meters? About 60 meters, something like that? Someone can please tell us.
Yep, that's close enough.
Close is good in horseshoes and hand grenades. Someone
No,
told
it's
me
actually, yeah. It's actually about 80.
once. Is it more 80?
Yeah.
Is it that high? Okay. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. You're right. That would be right. As Team New Zealand on the penalty kill, Malari backhands it into the zone.
Malari and Blong out there as the forwards on defence. It was Jamie Jones. She's been replaced by Lily now, and Abby Heel out there on the penalty kill.
And Team Ukraine now gain entry. Looking for a shot. That's in front. Hits the down player on their shin pad. Been some physical action there, hasn't there, already in period number 1. Ukraine passing it around over to the point. That is Sinova.
She's got a good shot.
And back up to Sinova. Will they go D to D? They do. Well, that pass doesn't make it through. The Kiwis intercept. They do clear it, but only up to neutral ice, where the New Zealanders make a change, and Team Ukraine break back into the zone. That's Telehina. Nice move into the middle of the ice, but does not get there. And Team New Zealand send it back down, killing
30
more
seconds.
more time on that penalty, yes. Team Ukraine now regrouping in behind their own zone, their own net. Pass up to the back end to Manchak. Looks like Manchak's been on the whole power play. Nice move here, goes to the outside, drop pass. Not sure why she didn't shoot that puck. She had close lane to the net. 4 Ukrainians on that left side. Now they move around, get into shape. Pass up top.
I don't believe they've had a shot get through on the power play so far, and we're back to even strength.
Now we are 5 on 5. Thanks, Matt. We are back to even. And 0 shots registered. Might get one here. No, it's a swing and a miss. Good stick lift there.
Here's an opportunity for the New Zealanders.
Kiwis on odd person rush coming in. Shot to the middle.
Oh.
Redirected there by Porner Pasco. Kiwis maybe feeling a bit bolstered by the kill of that penalty. As we are down to just under 2 minutes remaining in the first period of play. We play 3 periods of 20 minutes.
It's felt like a very fast period. Time has been going along very quickly here.
As we are coming to you live from Otipoti, Aotearoa, so that's Dunedin, New Zealand.
Down here in Te Waipunamu, the South Island, of course.
Yes, the mainland. And the North Island take Maui if you were using our te reo. And the Kiwis backhanded in. That's Blong sending it in. Milari gives chase. Kind of over the stick there as the Kiwis get it back. Blong with it now, wearing 19. Also the number her father wore whilst representing New Zealand. Not during ice competition internationally. Katia wears number 4. So a bit of a homage or tribute to her father, who has represented the men's team and captained it.
It's also her age.
There you go. He was getting in here. There's a replay with that redirect pass. Not quite onto target. But
that was right
really
after the penalty kill for the New Zealand team. So really nice to get that kill and then come away with an offensive opportunity.
Final minute of play in the first period.
And the New Zealanders have it. Hansen backhands it down to Mulari. That was that combination you saw earlier in the game that led to a goal. The only goal so far in this contest. And Mulari takes a wrist shot there, and okay, that is well read and saved by Tachenko.
It's good into the period for the New Zealand team. They've had a couple of good shifts down low. They've been moving the puck around down low, creating opportunities. Just a little bit of pressure on the Ukrainians with under a minute to go here.
Yeah, sadly we keep hitting the breadbasket with the shots.
Yeah, the breadbasket we're referring to is that midsection right in the lower chest protector area. Kind of the spot you don't want to shoot at if you're shooting at a net.
It's where I always hit when I'm shooting.
At least you're putting it on the net. Shot there, that's definitely on net. What a great wrist shot. Team Ukraine, number 2, once again. Kurichenko getting a few shots on net so far. We'll see who has registered as many shots. I'm sure that they have for sure.
That was probably the last opportunity there.
As time ticks down.
away.
And we will, there it is. That is the horn, and that will bring us to the end of period number 1. We are at 1 for the Team New Zealand and Team Ukraine 0 after 1 period of play. Shots on goal, 10 to Team New Zealand, and roughly, it's 10 as well for Team Ukraine.
To me, it feels like there's a lot more shots than just 10 apiece, but we saw a lot of blocking going on, a lot of blocks from both sides, actually.
Defense gave a great job of knocking down shots and catching them with either their body or their legs, skates, and it's good to see. But I think New Zealand needs to really focus on getting it out of their zone. They're giving up too many opportunities. And with Ukraine, they're going to take advantage of them, and they're going to make it pay.
Oh, absolutely. In that first half of the period, of the 20 minutes, Team Ukraine put the pressure directly on the Kiwis with their aggressive forecheck and also being able to transition out of their own zone. When they did get the puck back, they were able to get it to their forwards who were streaking and then managed to cleanly get into the New Zealand's zone. And then that's when they went to work and kept the Kiwis from getting out of the zone. So we saw a bit of a chess match to begin with the two kind of almost contrasting styles. Like the Kiwis were a little bit more physical and kind of maybe taken back by that initial onslaught of pressure and their speed by Team Ukraine. Thoughts there, Matt?
Yeah, it certainly felt like it was a period of two halves, with the Ukrainians starting very fast. Like you say, they started off fast, they had a lot of pressure down low, just caused the Kiwis, the New Zealanders, just to struggle through their neutral zone. But as the period wore on, they started to make those passes a little bit cleaner, and then they sort of experienced a lot more time down on the offence, which led to a goal. And then towards the end of the period there, they had a couple of good shifts. So I think they'll be happy overall with how it went, although a slow start isn't going to always be a great way to start a game with the tournament to go forward.
That's true. And one of the things that you mentioned earlier, Bill, was the fact that the positioning on the defensive side of the puck and players getting in the shooting lanes, preventing that shot from getting through cleanly. And if you're a goaltender, sometimes that's really helpful. Obviously, the puck's not getting through to the net, but also it's not a shot on goal, so they can break the puck back, go the other way, and that your offense starts as soon as you get the puck back. And essentially, that's what the Kiwis, they weathered that initial storm by putting themselves in good body position to get the puck. But both teams have done that equally in that first period.
Yeah, and also for the viewers that might not know the finer details, so an official shot on goal is if the goalie didn't stop it, it would have gone into the goal. And so there were a lot more shots on goal, but they're not officially recorded. And as you said, the positioning of the defense did a terrific job. I also loved it was a very clean, physical first period, but very clean with only one penalty. And the New Zealand was able to weather that storm and then come back. And so that was very positive, I think.
Yeah, special team. There's only the one penalty, right, in that whole period. So special and the Team Ukraine, I don't think they registered a shot as you've described it, but they definitely had their opportunities to shoot with being on the person advantage. I almost said man advantage. It's not really that term, would it? Anyway, nevertheless, the scoreline here is 1-0. Team New Zealand, the Ice Ferns as they're also known, is ahead. So we will go for a short break and bring you that second period action coming up very soon. Otipoti Dunedin. Thank you very much. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora whānau. Welcome back to this live stream broadcast. Ian Wanamaker coming alongside you with Bill Falcone and Matt Whiffen. We are the commentary team here. Ukraine taking on New Zealand in this women's IIHF World Hockey Championships Division 2B. One period in the books, guys. 1-0, Team New Zealand.
Yeah, 1-0. Kelly Nelson scored the only goal for New Zealand. Off a great shift down low. They didn't have too many of those opportunities in the first half of that first period. So let's hope that this period, the second here, for the Kiwis' sake, for the New Zealand's sake, they get off to a faster start.
Yeah, they were definitely under a lot of pressure early, Bill, with very strong forecheck from the Ukrainians.
Yeah, they do a great job with the forechecking, stick checking. They also keep the pressure on when you're bringing it out of your zone. They also, when they bring it out of their zone, they have the players breaking, and New Zealand hasn't really had the players breaking, and that's been affecting them. And then, as we said, as Mallory a few times would get it, they were in a line change, and when they stopped, when they got the puck down there, not having a line change, they were actually able to cycle it quite well and stay in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and it seems both teams have offensive firepower and the weapons there as well. So we'll see how they eventuate and use them in this period as the game continues to go on, and also the matchups. Now that both teams have seen who's who plays on who against who, and also with Team New Zealand having the closer change for the offensive zone or the attacking zone.
Yeah.
We'll see if that changes their tactics and strategies. And likewise for Team Ukraine, with that having a longer change now to get back into their defensive zone. So again, strategic stuff that happens at this level. You got to be ready with all those little things and practice. As we're waiting now, the ice is still quite wet. That's what we're waiting for here, folks, is the ice to dry a little bit. It seems like they poured an awful lot of water down. Have come out quite early to restart this, get into the second period, I should say.
Yeah, it was probably cut up pretty well, and that's why they dug it and put so much water on it, and just need a little bit of time. But New Zealand, I do believe, has to keep focusing on getting it out of their zone. They really have struggled with that, and based on the friendly from Friday night, Ukraine will make you pay for that.
It's only, it seems like if they get that puck at that top of the blue line and they get a chance to go to work on their attacking skill set, they're going to be using that. And that cycle that they had, they generated a lot of, they cycled a lot on the outside. They didn't quite get into a lot of that, penetrating to the middle of the ice to get good quality, high slot shots. So maybe that could be something that their coach might have mentioned to them in that first period break.
Yeah, they also worked on, they really like to get one or two players in front of the goalie and really try and stay there to screen the shots. And that's how they were able to get the tying goal when they pulled their goalie on Friday night. I don't think Harrison really saw it till the very end.
They definitely did have a few shots from the point, the Ukrainians, more so than the New Zealanders did. And with that trap in front, like you see, Bill, if the goalie can't see it coming, there's a good chance it's going to get through and get in the net. So I expect to see more of that from the Ukrainians. They've got some good hard hitters from the back that can really put the puck
with some force too. Yeah,
absolutely.
So we're getting set for puck drop here as Katja Blong faces off against opposite number. No, it's number 17, and Team Ukraine does win that draw. That's Telehina. And their defensive players just pass it up the board, but the Kiwis get it back. That's Team New Zealand. Shot from the point, wobbling puck. That's saved nicely by Grace Harrison. Had to be alert there with that end-over-end puck. Sometimes that's real tricky to stop if you're a goaltender.
Yeah, they can knuckle through the air a wee bit.
Tends to dip too sometimes. It's nice streak in, power move to the net shot. What a save there, as the puck does get covered there by Harrison as
Manchuk.
What a move. Look at this here. Power takes on three players on the back end. Gets
Still
got
away. Something on it. That's impressive.
She's definitely the player that we were talking about earlier on, who can do it, who can score from just about anywhere. That's a great power move. Swats the defender away. Yeah,
that's a Crosby move with putting the hand out to deflect. Even McDavid does that too in the NHL, to block the defender and then get a shot off. Well played. Back to the point shot there. Again, doesn't get through, and it's blocked by the Kiwis. Team New Zealand.
Good job by Heel to get that out.
Nelson passing it back to the D. That's Cross sending it up. Team Ukraine looking to gather it back, as they do. Off the boards, up to the winger, and that's taken away nicely by Horder Pascoe. Team New Zealand, Heel decides, tries to dump it in, doesn't get through the defender. That's Mayfield.
Horder Pascoe almost pinched away that puck and got the possession, but wasn't able to come away with it there.
And now just a misstep there by Team Ukraine, and the puck is there at center. Nelson with it. Kiwi goal scorer elects to go for a change. Team Ukraine, all 5 of them in their zone here. That puck just stuck to the rink, actually, with how much water is down in that corner, Matt, and it suctioned the puck to the ice. Couldn't move it smoothly. Maybe they didn't wait long enough for the ice to set.
It's always the corners and then behind the net down here at Dunedin that get the more water.
I hope the surface is even, because that tells me that it's uneven and it's pooling. Anyway,
it's when the ice cream are clean.
Too many ladies on the rink? No, that's sorry to interrupt you, Matt. Just happened very quickly. Another quick shot.
Yeah, lucky the puck didn't hit one of the players.
Oh, that could have been too many players on the rink. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, we interrupted you there, Matt. We're saying the ice surface here.
The groomer, when the groomer takes the corner turn, it always lays down a little bit extra water. But first real hard shot we've seen from the Kiwis, the New Zealanders, at this period.
And Team Ukraine win the face-off. They put it off the boards and just cleared. And
wow, look
that's
at that.
Nesterenko chasing.
Yeah, 15-year-old hustling there.
My goodness, fantastic. Cast your mind back when you were that age. Did you play the game at 15?
No.
Team Ukraine has a 2-on-2 here with the nice zebra paint tape job passed in front, but that again goes all the way through. And Hayward passes it up to Murray. Murray with it. 2-on-2. Shot off the shin pad. And Malari skate against the... No, the skates were not up against the boards. That puck goes all the way through. Good pinch in by the defender. That's Richmond. And the puck is pinned up temporarily against the wall. Then it comes loose. Now Malari had it. And the puck again taking some odd sticky spots there.
The Ukrainians all going for a big change. It's time for the Kiwis here. Big pass up to Malari. Just tipped away from her.
As Jones gave the pass to Malari, just again, good forecheck there by Hansen. Body on body there. And that is sent right back in.
Yeah, I think I might like to see the Kiwis, the New Zealand team, take it in to the blue line rather than just keep dumping and chasing.
Yeah, that's a strategy that doesn't seem to be working all that well for them, the dump and chase. They definitely need to get onto the chase part, as that is a hand pass indicated by the referee, and that will be a stoppage of play. You don't often see a hand pass too much called. Well, you do see it called, but...
Yeah, usually in the offensive end with the offensive team.
So, face-off just outside of the Ukrainian zone, and they backhanded towards the middle. Bit of a break here. 14, that's Siremenko coming through. Again, I do apologize to any of the Ukrainian viewers or anyone that follows Team Ukraine. If we are not pronouncing the names as best we can, we are doing our best here. As Manchuk has it played off the skate towards Simerenko.
2 there in the crease.
Up to number 4, Vedmedenko. That's blocked by Malari and taken away. Given to Hansen. Lily Hansen tries to gain the line. Not quite gaining the line. New Zealand offside. So Team Ukraine can take their time as the Team New Zealand touch up.
Yeah, Ukraine got a change there while the Kiwis, the New Zealanders, were retreating back to the neutral zone.
Yeah, for those following, that was a delayed offside. That's why the New Zealanders had to clear the zone.
That one wasn't, though, as the Ukrainians took it back in, so Nelson just grabs it and goes.
Strong on the puck there, Nelson, and looking to center it. And that goes right to Team Ukraine as they break away with speed. 3-on-2 shaping. Nice cutback shot. Oh, and misses the net. Great, good. They have the skill set. Good offensive instincts by Team Ukraine. Generating some chances, but not on target there. Forcing Lily back.
That was Munchuk again with the fantastic drive through the middle.
It's like a full court press. You know, they're just keeping relentless pressure on. This is what they did the other night.
Mayfield keeps it in. Over to Skorohod. And that goes out of the zone. Okay, back towards Mayfield, number 23, Team Ukraine. Passes it off the boards. Up to Cross, steps in and puts that back into the defensive area. Mayfield back to collect. Delayed offside. The linesperson has the hand up. And that is why we have a whistle, as Ennis Shields, I believe it was, did not exit the zone after being warned numerous times. Leave the zone.
The New Zealanders were changing, so they were entering from the
offensive
the player box
yes.
offside. And just a little bit too much pressure from Shields there. She could have retreated earlier and probably got away with it, but she got within a couple of metres, and the referees felt there was enough pressure and time to blow the whistle.
Does well there on the face-off, using size and reach to gain that puck, but Team Ukraine gather it back. That's Lopatina. Gets harassed, and that puck goes right up along the wall. Kept in nicely by Richmond, sends it all the way around. And Team New Zealand gives chase. That's Murray sending it back into the zone. Up to Mills. Mills now getting a cycle going for Team New Zealand. Ukraine trying to get it out of the zone. They have it on the wall. They get out of the blue line, and then they get up to neutral area. Team New Zealand send it around the wall. Richmond up to Mills, to Shields. That pass is not there.
Just needed to keep carrying that one up by Shields.
Shot here by the New Zealand team, and that again, right in that midsection. Either this is really quality positioning by the goaltender, or it's just the shooting is not where they want it. Good hard snapshot though.
Yeah, it was good. It was good work by Shields to keep that in, and then just took advantage of it.
Yeah, and the strength to get through and make that shot, but also follow the puck up just in case there was a rebound, and then putting some pressure on Team Ukraine. So Team Ukraine, good defensive zone faceoff. They send it back up the boards, and they get it out of the zone. Good pressure here. 14,
Breaking toward the net.
Shot
wow.
deflected off a shin pad, almost right into the Kiwi goal.
It came back the other way, and the goalkeeper, Grace Harrison, was just out of position as she moved across.
Manchak down to, Manchak again. Takes it off her own player. Cuts to the middle with a shot, and save there by Grace Harrison. Manchak with another good power move to the middle. Something the Kiwi team needs to kind of stop preventing them to get through. But not out of it yet. Manchak with the puck again. Shoots from the slot, and that is taken nicely by Grace Harrison.
Wow, Mallory saved that goal. The puck was sitting right in the crease with half the net open.
Yeah, she's in good position there.
She cleared it, yep.
Manchak really starting to dominate when she's got that puck on her stick. She's moving well and freeing herself up to take those shots.
Good look at that replay there as behind the net cam captures that footage.
Excellent skater.
3 on 2.
Manchak.
As Hayward breaks in, number 11 for Team New Zealand. Puts it on net, backhand shot. Oh, and it gets hit from the back. Oh, bodies flying all over the place here as the action seems to have picked up quite considerably. Team Ukraine.
Yeah, right back the other way, the New Zealanders with some pressure of their own.
Tried to keep it in at the line, and they do. Well done there by Helmrich.
Helmrich playing in her first year for the New Zealand national team. It's a good piece of work on the blue line there. Just broke up a potential breakaway.
Shot there by Ukraine. Oh, and that misses wide. Not on target, and they go for a change. Team New Zealand back in their zone. 1 against 3 here. Kind of a weird slappy shot that didn't get all of it cleanly, and it was a bit of a wobble puck. That can be deceptive because it's an off-speed shot. And as you mentioned earlier, Bill, it can dip on you just like that puck did. It was deflected down. And Team New Zealand doesn't get it out of the zone. Kept in by Mayfield. Puts it down low to Alipova. That's Elizabeth.
The New Zealanders need to get this puck and get it out of the zone here. They're facing all sorts of pressure.
Yeah, you can feel it winding up.
Shot there, blocked. They get it back. Shot there from Ellen Alipova. Bit of a wrist shot. Not a huge amount of power behind it, but it did get through to the net. As you see a nice replay here of an earlier chance that the Kiwi team took away.
Timely stop there for the New Zealand team to get a full change and fresh legs back on the ice.
Probably one of the best chances that Team Ukraine has had. That's very close quarters, almost just inside that blue paint.
Yep.
High scoring chance area.
And they normally have had somebody on the back door to take advantage of those.
But good clearance again by Team New Zealand with Malari supporting the goaltender after making that save. So we are at 1-0. We are almost approaching halfway through the second period, so almost half the game has been played. Team New Zealand playing against Team Ukraine in Dunedin, New Zealand. Women's IIHF World Championships, Division 2B hockey, ice hockey I should say.
We're almost halfway through the second period here. This pace is quick, and there's not a whole lot of stoppages either.
Hasn't been a lot of whistles, and as we say that, there is one as Team Ukraine gets an icing.
I think that's probably the first icing of the period. So both teams moving the puck really well when they do get through the ice.
It's also showing too, Matt, that teams they've made some in-game adjustments to hold on to the puck better. They haven't been giving it away as much.
Yeah.
So that puck possession and holding onto it is very vital for their attacking prowess. So both teams very evenly matched, only separated by 1 goal here at present. Team New Zealand battling in behind the goal. 2 Kiwi players against 1, and they come away with it.
New Zealand is not using the point just as much, and then as I say that, there's a shot from the point.
Redirect shot, and the puck is in front. Oh, good battle as well. As Abby Heel sent that towards the net, and I think one of the assistant captains, Hope Gregory, might have got a stick on it. Great shot there by
Lopatina did a great job to clear that from the front of their goal.
Yeah, but again, the Team Ukraine comes back the other way and generates a good scoring chance of their own.
Yeah.
So this game potentially could really open up here in the last 9.5 minutes if this pace continues.
With that shot that went through down there for the New Zealanders, I'd like to see more shots from the point. They are cycling it, but the opportunity to use the point person is there.
And then they can take advantage as Team Ukraine tries a shot on goal. Nice hard wrister, but that was blocked.
Semarenko, yeah, she can
Nice
really
shot
fire
from the
it.
point too by Vedmadenko. And that's sent away to the corner by Grace Harrison, Team New Zealand goalkeeper. Good battle along the boards there as players come together for it. And Shields comes out with it. Kind of had it for a while and then taken away. Malari off the skates of one of the Ukraine defenders. And they break away quickly. Monchuk breaks through with confidence, drops it off. Shot there by Telehina. Back to the point and shot again. Quick shot and off the side. Harrison holding the post really well.
This line is on fire.
They are buzzing. Pass to the point, up top. Slap from the top. What a save, as one of the Ukraine players is literally sitting on top of Abby Heel.
Using Abby Heel as a cushion.
2-on-1. Katia Blong with a wrist shot. That's blocked. Another diving block by Team Ukraine as Kurichenko came across to block it. And Skorohod comes away, 1 against 1. Cuts the outside shot. What a save going up top off Grace Harrison's chest protector.
Had the top shelf open too.
It's back and forth here at the moment. This is red hot, this game.
And Ukraine holds the puck at the line, sends it back down. Blong goes to retrieve. Up off the wall, but they're good positioning by 19, Ellen Alipova. Shot from the point, comes in, blocked.
Good
Team
clearance.
New Zealand sent it away.
Needed a hard clearance there. Kiwis are
going
really
for a
struggling.
change, making 3. Yeah, they were. Team Ukraine coming the other way. Ellen Alipova overskates it, has to go back, allowing the Kiwis to catch up a little bit here. That's Team New Zealand. Oh, break in the middle for Elizabeth Alipova. Looking to center, but that goes all the way to the point and just outside the zone. Mayfield has to go back into neutral area. Rose Hock has the puck over to Mayfield. They play pass with the puck up to Liskovic. Coming in 2-on-2. Goes to the backhand. Takes a little bit of a how you doing slash. And that puck comes up the wall. Team Ukraine off the wall, and there's a shot kind of redirected off the glass by the goalkeeper, Grace Harrison.
New Zealand just keeping their head above water here at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like it, the Ukraine, but they come and generate some offense. Here's
Here we
Nelson,
go, Nelson
over
to
the heel,
heel.
slap shot, and doesn't get all of it. Backhand in front.
I think Judith
Not
had
what
a
they wanted.
bit
Ooh,
more
a bit of a
time
battle there. Yeah, wanted that one back, potentially.
Yeah, she just
Could have walked right in. It was a 2-on-1.
pretty much.
Corner pass, leaves it there. Pass in front, shot.
Oh.
And that's a good save, too, by Tachenko. Been a bit quiet so far. Oh, no, there's another shot. I say quiet, and then boom, 2 shots in less than 5 seconds.
This is the shift that New Zealand needed just to get back into the game.
Yeah, it was tilted a little bit, that ice seemed. Oh, there's a collision there as Hefford tries to get through. Stopped there nicely at the line. Wrist shot. Kind of deflected off Richmond and doesn't get through to Grace Harrison. Team Ukraine. Pressure in the corner, nicely taken away. Pass in the middle, wrist shot there. Saved by Grace Harrison, forced to make a really good save there off Simarenko.
Man, Ukraine just turned them back so quickly.
And they countered very fast. Telehina
The
doesn't
moment
stop
New Zealand get back out, they're almost been back, turned on their heels almost instantly.
Oh,
shot there,
beautiful.
pass. What a
Wow.
goal, Team Ukraine. The assistant captain on the back end gets right around Grace Harrison, equaling this game up at 1.
Just saw a breakdown on the defense there. Here's the replay, and
Made a fake of the shot and went to the backhand and scores.
You felt like that was coming, really, didn't
Yeah,
you?
all
Last
that pressure.
4 or 5 minutes.
Oh,
she
Grace
almost
Harrison
had
had a
it.
glove on it too and stopped it initially, but it squeaked through. So we've got a 1-1 tied hockey game.
Yeah, it's momentum is certainly in favour of Ukraine at the moment.
buckle your seatbelts.
We're in for a good one, that is for sure. So face-off, center ice, 1-1 hockey game. Team Ukraine. Ooh, got taken out there at the knees. Keep playing. Malari on the back end sends it in. Mayfield sends it to the D partner, puts it up off the wall. Hansen dumps it in. Ukraine up to neutral area. Good pass in the middle, not held though. Jones aggressive up at the middle there, holding the line.
Wow, can't clear it.
Oh, mid-body check there. That is full body contact. Love seeing that. Eventually. Long with it now. Comes in on the wing, on the right side. Backhand shot. Oh, okay, that's taken away by Tachenko.
The Ukrainian back check there was so fast to get back on her. It looked like she had more time, and then all of a sudden, no time.
They converge very quickly, so that team defense is a big thing for them. They get back in a hurry. Malari with a good move. Goes around the defender. Takes a shot. No, pass in front. Shot there. Save left pad. Tachenko. Kiwis with a counter. Malari in front. Another shot. Hansen. That's saved away. What action we've got here in Dunedin.
Icing.
Team Ukraine send it down. And that is an icing. Wow. I need to
Let's
take a breath.
Let's see if they can take advantage of this, because you have a tired Ukraine team out there now.
On that icing. Here's that chance by Blong.
Yeah, close the distance real quick.
Forced to go on the backhand, but man, potentially could have tried to get it to the forehand and get a harder, quicker shot.
Well, the parts across was certainly taken away, so she was
Needed
really
to shoot
into
it.
herself.
Face-off kind of stays in that dot area.
That was a great battle. Need to
As
keep this
we
in,
see.
the New Zealanders.
Yeah, they got to get on those 50-50 battles and start winning them with that quick defensive regroup that Ukraine has. As Mills gets dumped there as on the forecheck to Ukraine. Skorohod gets it up the wall. Through to Liskovic. Now, that's cross at the back for the Kiwis. It's new team New Zealand. Up to Murray. Had it on the stick, then it went away. Forcing cross to head back. Over to Rebecca Lilly. Passes it up to Mills. Nelson on the forecheck. Team Ukraine sent it away. Oh, the Kiwis touched the puck potentially too
Close
many.
to too many. Oof.
Team Ukraine on the attack. What a wrist shot there. Nestorenko.
I'm surprised they didn't get that call for too many men.
Oh, that was very lucky, I reckon, as well. 3 players all
Hand
in
pass.
Oh, that's another hand pass. We might get that on the replay, Matt. We'll see. But there were a lot of Kiwi individuals on the rink at the one time.
This is the breakaway. It's a good hard shot, and the rebound did come out, just didn't bounce kindly for the Ukrainians.
You can see that Harrison makes a good stop. Look how far out to challenge, covering a lot of that angle. Good defending coming back as well, as that rebound was there for the taking.
Yeah, big juicy one, just wasn't lying flat.
So 3 minutes in this second period. We are at 1 goal apiece. Team Ukraine with a big stretch pass. They get him behind. That's Manchak coming in again with a hard shot. And that
Penalty
is,
coming up.
Ooh, taken down. Harrison with a save. I wasn't sure if she had it or not. But that could be, that's a definite penalty for Team New Zealand.
Manchak again, the power move.
Yeah, forces the Kiwi to hold on. Oh, kind of like
Shoulder maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
bit
that
of
was
a
Rachel
rough push.
Richmond coming in from the back. Is she the one that's going to get called for the...
Or was it Hollier, number 14, putting the hands on? Oh, no, it's 13. Yep, that's Richmond.
Oh, she just came in with the shoulder just into the back there. I think the back pressure from, was it Hollier, was fine from the
initial.
The opposite side.
Right.
Yep.
So it was the other bit. So that will put the Team Ukraine on a power play. Potentially, well, it's 2:49, almost a full 2 minutes.
Second power play for Ukraine.
Kirichenko has it at the point. Winds up for a hard slap shot. That's deflected up into the mesh by Mulari. Good defensive effort there to converge on that slap shot. Because it looked like Kirichenko really wound up with a high wind-up.
Yeah.
Which gave the New Zealander a time to be able to converge and then lower that gap and converge and then get a stick on it, deflecting it out of play. But Ukraine win the faceoff. Going through number 2 once again, Kirichenko puts it over to 12. Manchak, high and wide off the glass, forcing Team Ukraine to go all the way back into their zone.
Great stick
good
there.
passing, but that was, well read by Mulari. Getting the stick in that passing lane. One-on-one here. She has a chance to go to the net. Takes it on the shot.
Oh, man, that one, nice toe drag.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-on-2 shaping up. Syrimenko over to Manchak. Manchak up to Mayfield. Mayfield now has a wrist shot from the point. That's skated away with a block to the skate block. And then Jolly Mulari, number 7, sends it all the way down, goes for a change. Good penalty killing by
Jamie
Team New
Jones is
Zealand.
going to try and get a change in as well. She's got a long way to skate there with that long change.
Yeah, did a good job to get off the ice.
And that's Rebecca Lilly sending it all the way back down to Team Ukraine's zone. But 40 seconds remaining, just under, for this Team New Zealand penalty kill. Team Ukraine's power play. Their second of the game. They're exactly where they don't want to be. Behind their own
doing
net.
a good job there. She just took a few seconds off and went
Good
for a
forecheck.
change.
Yeah, Kirichenko on for the whole power play so far. Shoots it in. Looking to set up one of the 5 lefties on the rink at the moment. Team Ukraine only has 3 right-handed shooting players. None of them are on this power play. 2 right-hand shooting players.
Feld's out here. She's a righty, number 23.
Okay, now on the rink. Shot there, and then Grace Harrison comes out to meet that really well. Not a huge amount of power on the shot, but again, good positioning by the Kiwi netminder.
Yeah, I think New Zealand got lucky here. She didn't get much wood on that shot.
Oh, she was in the high slot, almost wide open.
Ukraine doing a good job puck position-wise on the power play, but not getting a lot of clean looks.
Yeah, they're not generating into that high slot or even mid-slot area, so directly in front of the goal. I'm saying that here they are having a chance, but thwarted well by Hansen getting a stick on it.
So back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Now we're back to even. Just around 30 seconds to go. Kiwi's getting it up off the wall, trying to get in. Mulari on with the forecheck. Kirichenko still on the rink, sends it over. Now, that's Abby Heel sending it up to Mulari. Kind of a high pass, but Plum gets it. Good toe drag, goes to the backhand. Oh, and that's deflected up in the air, and the goalkeeper, Tsichenko, grabs a hold of it.
Nice. Look at that toe drag there. And then the diving effort to come back from the defense is perfect.
That was well timed as well as that shot was being taken. Look at this on the back.
Oh, wow. So good.
Stick check.
Great defensive effort there. That's phenomenal defending. Time remaining.
Gets
Shot
in
from
by
the
Jones.
point. Deflected
Oh,
there.
beautiful
Oh,
goal!
that's a massive goal. Team New Zealand scoring just before the break.
Corner Pasco.
1 second left.
I think
Jones
Pasco
took a
got
shot.
just a redirect from the point.
She
Jones
gets it
shoots
in.
it. Deflected there off the backhand. What a maneuver with 1 second remaining, maybe just under on the official score clock.
Wow.
Whoa,
What
just
a
between
buzzer
the
beater.
legs.
What a buzzer beater.
Oh,
Team New
that's-
Zealand going up a goal, 2-1.
That's heartbreak for Ukraine.
After
Jeez, they've
all
been
that
playing
effort that-
really good.
Yeah, and Team New Zealand couldn't be better timed to get a goal before the end of the period. As time will tick down now, and that will take us. There's the horn, making it the end of 40 minutes played. Wow, what action. That period was red hot, as you said, Matt, and had end-to-end action, finishing it off with a goal to Team New Zealand. Horner Pasco with a beautiful redirect, nice deft touch with the Jones shot from the point.
Yeah, it looked like it went through the 5-hole on the deflection. And, yeah, beautiful skills. Jazz is, Pasco Horner is just beautiful. As I said earlier, poetry on ice with her stick and skating skills,
Oh,
coming
that
from
timing.
inline skating.
Oh, yeah. And that certainly would have helped having all that skill with the inline and a lot more puck control. And it's valuable. But in this situation, that's such a long shot from the point. But to be in a great position to be able to put the stick in the right spot and then deflect it down, and it went 5-hole. Great goal.
And no defenseman between her and the goal.
Yeah. It was a late goal, and it was a goal that was probably against the run of play. To me, it felt like the Ukraine team really controlled the play in that period. They had so much sustained pressure down low, and the Kiwis are struggling there, and that led to that first goal for the Ukrainians. But the New Zealand team had opportunities, and those one-off opportunities have paid dividends right at the end there with a good pinch and just fire the puck on net. See what happens.
Absolutely. And speaking of firing, that would definitely fire up your bench. If you get a late goal after
huge.
being under that much pressure and being sustained in your own zone, that's a big boost for your team. And if you can go into the third period with that extra bit of momentum, knowing, all right, we sustained a lot of pressure there, we can take this. We can potentially be, motivated now, or at least go to that next gear that they need to kind of. The next goal is crucial, isn't it? Could be a 2-goal lead, or it could be a tie game again. And we've had ties so far, and then that broke the tie with literally under 3 seconds left. So if you're watching this game, anything can happen during the next 20 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. But a couple of the basic things that I want to interject or have some concern with is New Zealand's still struggling to get it out of their zone, and the relentless pressure by Ukraine is really putting the acid on them as they're trying to go. And the other thing that I'd love to see changed is the dump and chase is not working. I think they're doing much better when they're taking it in, either having set plays or taking it into the zone and trying to set up in order to cycle it and get something going.
Yeah, that's for sure. If they can gain controlled entry into the other team's zone, and perhaps if they force the Ukrainian defenders back and then maybe do a curl up so that it sags the defense down, then you can have a little bit more time and space. But the Ukrainians, Matt, are definitely converging when the Kiwi team have possession of the puck. As you've seen that diving defensive effort, this game could be 3-4, 5-1, potentially 5-4-2. Any little break in play has gone directly to the other team's zone. So it happens very quickly, and it's wonderful to watch and wonderful to be commentating.
Yeah, both teams have got scoring players from all over the place. And we've seen Munchak. She's time and again, she's driven to the net. So goals can come at any second. We've got Kelly Nelson, we've got Horner Pasco with great hands. We've seen Kaya Blong with a great toe drag there. So if you're on defense, you've got to be on your game, because those moments can really open things up.
Well said. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back to Dunedin here, bringing you the third period action of the opening game for the New Zealand team against Team Ukraine. Thank you very much.
We'll take a 5-minute break.
Kia ora whānau, welcome back. Ko Ian Toko Inawa. We're alongside Bill Falcone and Matt Whiffen. I'm Ian Wanamaker. We are the commentary team for this IIHF Women's it's this World Championships. Goodness, I'm at a loss for words because I'm stunned with how good that period of play was. That second period was amazing. We had a lot of action. A goal within the last 3 seconds of the second period by Jasmine Horner-Pascoe. Team New Zealand are ahead 2-1 right now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how age takes its toll going into this period, with the average age of the Ukraine team being 20 and New Zealand team being 25.
And they got that face-off, Team New Zealand. They won it, put it off the wall, quickly taken back by Team Ukraine. Siremenko on it. And that's Manshak giving strong chase. Pressured there by Kachabong, and then it upended as Jones taking a bit of a spill there right in front of Team Ukraine bench. And we've started once again real quick. Here we are. Manshak, pass across, kicked and shot, and a goal!
Oh.
Just like that, Siremenko, Darius scores for Team Ukraine, equaling it up at 2.
Wow.
That top line looking so dangerous all night. Get this third period off to a great start.
Look at this pass, fakes the shot, off the skate, backhand, goes upstairs over Grace. Wow. Do not sleep at all. This is exciting. Look at that.
Yeah.
What skill off the skate
beautiful.
to the stick
So
and
good.
up and in. Wow.
Siremenko, the goal scorer from the second period for Ukraine as well.
So we are back on equal terms with the Team New Zealand coming right back at it.
That was just away from Nelson.
Whoa.
Oh, it was
Scored
a couple
it.
of inches.
Gets over the line. Coming in, strong move. Still has it. An errant stick there. Pass to the point. Chuck, great shot. Oh, right to the top corner, but Grace Harrison puts the chest protector on that one.
Yeah, she just raised up just enough as it was dropping down.
Ice Ferns, Kiwi team getting it out of the zone. Team New Zealand with the wrist shot from way out of the way, and all go for a change. And that just basically gives the puck right back to Team Ukraine. But off a skate there, Team New Zealand. That's Shields, 21 with it. Bit of a bobble. Taken now. Mayfeld. Excuse me for me saying Mayfield all night long. I don't know why, but that's Mayfeld. Getting dealt to there by Hollier. And Team New Zealand. Hollier rings it around behind the net. Stopped off by the skate there. That's Richmond, I believe. Back to Hollier. Rosehawk. Board pass there to Sinovia.
She got hit hard by Hollier.
Wasn't expecting that hit, I don't think, and kind of looked up last second and received the body. Liskovic with it. Goes to the backhand. Kind of hits that errant stick that's in that corner. Still not picked up because we have not had a stoppage of play. Kept in at the line nicely by Hotor. Battle in the corner. Team New Zealand comes away with it. Backhand up into the middle.
Just not connecting with those breakout passes at the moment.
No, and they
So
need to
clean.
be. And Hefford with the wrist shot. Oh, whoa, that was a surprising wrist shot. I think it surprised the goalkeeper.
Yeah, picked it
Mikchenko.
up late. Here we go.
Pass in
Up.
front. Puck's in the middle. Not out of the zone yet. Jones with it. Keeps it in. Off the boards to Murray. Murray into the middle. Kind of redirected
nice
to the
chop
front,
on.
but not able to get it. Team
Cement.
Ukraine holding on strong.
Sammy Hayward just chopped that one towards Tavchenko.
Still play continues. This has been a long time between whistles as well. As that Aaron Stick's just sitting in that corner. And Malari breaking away. 2-on-2. Goes wide. Stops up. Good move there. Pass in front. Shot there by Hansen. Blong puts it in the middle. And taken away by Manshak. Very smooth, strong save. What a move. What right between the defensemen. Almost like they weren't even there.
Yeah, defenseman played the body though. That was great play, not following the puck.
Yeah, to not take a penalty either and lunge with the stick.
Danger here.
Manshak with the shot. Oh, nice low hard shot, but didn't get onto net. Blong. This is like two top lines from both sides going at it here. Hansen and Siremenko kind of isolating Hansen. And they do well. Telehina gets it back to the defensive partner there. might go for an icing note as Jones steps in front of the player there. Kiwis with it. Up to Hansen. And that's Blong skating well through the middle. Streaking right down Main Way here, Main Street. Pass in front. Oh, taken away by Ukraine. That's Lilly with it.
Rozhook with a nice defensive move there to break that up in the middle.
Kirichenko. Oh, that's not Kirichenko, excuse me. That's Rozhook again, breaking it out of the zone. Up to Ellen Alipova. Now Kiwis, Horner Pasco with it. What a move there. Cousin get through two. Usually that move works against one player, but not at this level. You can't get through two or more. So if you beat one, you got to move that puck pretty quickly.
Yeah, Ukraine had numbers back there. Horner Pasco was going to struggle to get through all of them.
Good stick handling there by Nesterenko. But again, the Kiwis did well on the defensive end. New Zealand come away with it. Nelson.
Good stick check there by.
I'm very impressed by the Ukrainian back check. They're very, very hard coming back.
Yeah, they're all very committed, don't they? They get back real quickly. That's definitely a good sign of team unity as well when your forward group comes back to help the defenders as they are in this game. But we are locked at twos, and it is just over 5 minutes of play in the third period. Kiwis breaking in. The Ice Ferns. That's Shields, number 21. Backhands it towards the goal. Pass in front. It's kind of hit away by the goalie. Tachenko. The Kiwis still on it now. Coming in front on the backhand. Shields with a wrist shot. Oh, it doesn't get through either.
Need to keep the pressure on here, New Zealand. Need to go after that puck.
Yeah, if there's any time, they got to press, don't they? That's a few too many on the rink. They don't touch it. They make the change, giving the puck up.
Good back check again.
Allowing New Zealand Gregory to get a shot, but no, it's taken away. Look how quick Telahina is. Goodness, what a move is here. Stops up, curls, pass in front. There is a penalty on the play. It looks like Team New Zealand is getting a holding penalty. That's the second holding penalty awarded to Team New Zealand. We'll see it here. Who was that against? Was that number 19?
I think it might have been just before that.
Might have been just.
Telahina
oh, no, it's Malari going to the box, number 7.
It's the speed of the Ukrainians which are giving the Kiwis trouble. You know, they've got some of that gas up front, which is causing the defenders just to get a little bit grabby. But power play number 3 for the Ukraine, still yet to score with an extra attacker.
But this is their opportunity. It is a 2-2 hockey game. Oh, no.
Wow, beautiful.
Just like that. Oh, you did not even see that coming.
Looked
that
like it
gets
hit
right through.
The back of the pads, it looked like. Or the back of the leg, that's what I thought. But
Telahina just threw it in front, didn't she?
That was less than 10 seconds into the power play. Watch it here. Has it behind the net.
Oh,
does that go off the person in front?
I'm not sure.
Vedmedenko?
Looks like it goes off the goalie.
From behind the net. Oh, it does. Right off the inside right pad of Grace Harrison right into the net. That has taken Team Ukraine 1 goal up in the Kiwis. Bit of discussion going on, though, as Captain Jamie Jones is seeking some sort of clarification on something. Maybe it's just to show if there was
the player in the blue paint. The player is in the blue paint there.
But there was no direct interference on the play.
They didn't.
Was she kind of in the way? No, it doesn't seem that there's anything definitive there to indicate any type of interference. That is a good, clean goal. And Team Ukraine has a 1-goal lead in the third period here. 13.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, gut check time now. Let's see what New Zealand has.
Yeah, this is a real test of their mettle. See what they're made of. Playing at home in front of their home crowd, they definitely need to raise it up another level here as Team Ukraine has found another notch to their gear level. Oh. It's given away by Elizabeth Alipova, but Team Ukraine does well to recover. Rozhook. But Nelson doing well in the forecheck. Gets taken down. There will be a penalty against Team Ukraine. New Zealand going to be awarded a power play. The arm is up. They crash in
Wow,
front.
that puck was still loose.
That was. It was in behind the net for heel.
So it looks
She
as
holds
though they
on. She
grab,
holds
they
on to her
grab
leg.
the leg. Yeah.
Here comes the play in front of this. Was a bouncing
Oh, we didn't
around.
quite
And there
see
was
it.
a lot of sticks chopping away at that. And the puck never got frozen by Tachenko. So an early whistle, much to the sort of dismay of Judith Heel, who had the puck in behind, who was looking out front. So
I think Team Ukraine's actually a little bit lucky here to not get a second penalty on that
Yes.
play,
Yeah.
because there was a hit from the back that sent the Kiwi player to the ice. So it is a one-person advantage.
Set up the house. Here we go.
Okay, Milari with it. They play up to the top. That's
Wow,
deflected away
good
by
stick check.
Telahina, who's having a monster of a third period and a game.
a lot of
Good
pressure.
forecheck.
Two players up.
Simarchenko
Ukrainians.
as Blom comes in. Good stick handle towards the middle. To Milari in the middle. Shot. That's off the skate. Chance here by Pasco. Diving block by the defender. Vedmedenko. Putting the body right in front of that shot. Jones with a shot from the point. Again blocked.
Nice.
Milari has it up the wall. Gets hit. Held in by Jones. Down to Milari. Two Shields. Goes for a wrist shot in front. But Pasco doesn't get all of it to redirect it into the net. Up top to Jones. Jones backhands it into the corner.
Pressing up
Shields.
high, the Ukrainian team. When the defense have got it, they're pressing up high.
Long has it now. Drop pass to Milari. Lots of room. Can skate it in. Does she? Stops it up. Goes up top to Jones. Pass to the side. Blong with it.
Set up a one-timer here. Come on,
Jones
girl.
has it. Shot there. Blocked. Pasco returning shot. Doesn't get it through.
Off the side of the net, I think.
Blong backhands it down low. Ukraine can clear here if they get it through. No. Blong intercepts off the wall.
30 seconds left in the power play.
Shields
Both teams have been out there for a
dispossessed.
long time.
tries to get it up the wall. Milari, can she hold it in? She's not able to. Does get it back though.
Quickly
3-on-1
in
if they
here.
can get in. Pass into the middle. Pasco going back. Jones with it in the middle. Takes a shot. Oh, misses wide. Good action here. Lily for the Ice Ferns. Pass to the middle, but the defender moved out of position. So
I think
that
Jones was probably going for a change.
possibly, but she stays on. Pass up to Lily.
Back to full strength.
We're back on even terms. Lily in the middle. Shot by
Yes!
Oh!
Goal!
Tie 3-3. The Kiwis electrify the crowd as they score just after the penalty has expired. Nelson scoring number 2 on the evening.
Was that the 5-hole?
No, it was not. That was definitely on the blocker's side high. Pass in the front, then the Nelson shot there. Lily passed right in the middle. Just, yep, good shot, quick release. Didn't give Tachenko very much time to get set. And we've got a tie hockey game, 3-3, 10 minutes, 44 seconds to go.
Barn burner coming.
So good power play from the New Zealand team. They held the puck well. They weren't able to get too many clean shots away, and they struggled to make the passes clean. But in the end, the pressure just told, and it was after the extra person, the power play, but the goal is good. And this game continues to go back and forth, just like that warm-up game. Punch for punch, these teams going at it.
New Zealand breaking it out of the zone, up to Hefford. Number 18 dumps it cross to the other side. And that's given chase by Sammy Hayward. And Team Ukraine, they are able to take it out as the zone. Skorohod. Nice move there. What a play. Goes on a shot and saved by Grace Harrison. What a move by Skorohod. Gets it back. Quick shot and right pad saved by Harrison. Again, end-to-end action from one end to the other. Team New Zealand giving it away in their zone. Quick forecheck, but pressured there. Effort did well,
doing a
but
good
lucky
job.
to escape a penalty call. This close in the game, those may not be called.
Might be going to rule book 3.
Milari has it now. 2-on-2 shaping up as Ukraine was taking a change, and that's Blong. Katya with it now. Has 2 players on her. Puts it down low to Malari. Getting a bit of a cycle going. Shot from the point by Lily. Sends it to backhand. Malari doesn't get it. And Team Ukraine has it in the middle. Gets it out of danger.
Ooh, no ice.
Team Ukraine sends it the length of the ice. No icing is not called. But they are very quick on the forecheck. But Team New Zealand does well to get it out of the zone. Kirichenko over to their defensive partner. Vedmedenko. That's Sirimarenko. Okay, play off the boards there. Blong can't get it out of the zone. Gets it back though. Kind of a 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Looking for some helpers coming from the bench. Does good to get through the middle. Team Ukraine converge very quickly onto that puck. Kiwis get it back though. Hansen on the backhand. Ooh. Puck is loose at the side of the net.
And Manchuk comes away.
Manchuk 1-on-2 here. Gets it poked away. Shields has it, and the Kiwi team does regroup now. That's Abihill. Passes it up the boards. Just out of the reach of a streaking Gabby Mills. Held in at the line.
Both teams doing a really good job of holding the pucks in when they're coming up the boards.
Strong battle there.
Good
Gregory
physical
gets
play.
it back. Has it around the net, looking for options. Head up, pass to the point. Abihill with a shot. Does get, and it hits someone as they went down. Looked like that might have hit Mills. Shields with it on the half wall. Puck is bounced up in the air.
High,
it's up high. Team Ukraine scrambling here. Bit of pressure now that Team New Zealand are on top of them.
They've got a bit of wind in the sail.
They've come
wind
back.
in their sails, the Kiwis.
Skovic, yes. Coming the other way. But has that puck taken away. Team Ukraine keeps the puck in. As you mentioned, Matt, good coverage at that blue line. Good defensive play there by Shields to hold that puck and get it back. 7 minutes 10 in this third period. We have a tie game at 3, just inside the line. Shields with the wrist shot. That's hit off the shin pad. Corner Pasco goes to the corner with it.
I thought that one was very close, that entry, to being offside.
1-on-5. Corner Pasco
Oh, wonderful job.
does well to hold it. Puck past the point. Hollier fakes the shot, goes back down. Nelson looking potentially to get a hat trick goal. Wouldn't that be nice?
In her debut.
That's sent out of the zone now. Richmond with it. Back to neutral area. Puts it off the boards. Try to. Oh, what a collision there. That was a hard collision. Knee on
Three-person
knee.
collision there.
Yeah, they both went down. That's another body check. And the Ukrainian player, Mayfeld, goes right to the bench.
Flirting with some interference there over on the side.
Yeah. Again, at this point in time with this tight game, referees are less inclined to make penalty calls. However, that was quite a collision.
It's been a good 5 minutes for the New Zealand team. A lot of pressure down low, and Ukrainians are getting the puck out, but that's all they can barely do at the moment.
Yeah, 6 minutes in this game. 3-3 tie. Taken away nicely there. Good stick lift. That's Nelson showing some strength, holding off the Ukrainian player. Oh, but another help there by the other Ukrainian player. What team defense as they streak away. Surimenko comes in, shot, and saved nicely by Grace Harrison.
This is the top line out there for the Ukrainians. They've been quiet so far after that first goal early. Haven't seen too much from them in the last wee while.
Nice stretch pass, Team Ukraine coming back in, looking for a toe drag. Marchuk has it taken away. Now 3-on-2 coming the other way. Oh, well defended there by the Ukrainian defender, stepping up Vedmedenko, leading to the offensive chance here as Surimenko comes in.
Puts it through the blue paint.
Slap shot from the corner, misses everything and goes all the way around. Now Hutor, 22, sends it back down. That's to Nesterenko. Now Blong has it. Katya Blong looking to toe drag through, doesn't get through. Good stick check again by Team Ukraine defender. Heel holds it in well at the point. Abby sends it down to Anjali. Anjali Malari with it. takes a wrist shot, blockered away. Pass in front, that's taken by Team Ukraine. They break out of the zone. 3-on-2. If the Kiwis, if New Zealand can get back, it's an odd person rush. Tries the toe drag cutback move, but defended really well.
Yeah.
Kept in.
Both teams' defenders are really picking up those moves and getting the stick in that lane.
It's getting down to crunch time now. 4 minutes 10. This is tight. We're going to see something open this game up. Potentially right here. It's a one-on-one shaping up. Hayward coming in. Goes to the forehand. Tries to center it off the side of the net. And nothing coming from that opportunity. The Ice Ferns do get the puck back.
It's now the Ice Ferns, the New Zealanders, who are able to take the puck and turn it back really
Murray
fast.
with a shot. Oh, rebound was there for the taking, but not quite converted. As you were saying, Matt, that is true. But back the other way comes Team Ukraine. Very quick. Skorohud misses the net, but under pressure.
Yeah, now let's see if New Zealand can get it out of its zone clean, or if Ukraine's able to keep it in.
Well, it's definitely pinned up on the sideboard, but up to the point now. And Rojhok sends it through. Oh, alone in front is number 7. My goodness. Elizabeth Alipova had a glorious chance there.
Yeah.
No Ice Fern in sight for a while. One-timer. And that is very nicely played by Grace Harrison off the stick to put it into the net above the glass, forcing a stoppage.
There's Murray with a shot there. With just a little bit of a sniff of a rebound there for the New Zealanders.
And then at the other,
just a replay from another angle of that same play. There is only the one hand on the stick. Couldn't get all of it onto the rebound. Team Ukraine now, they get it from the point. Slap shot doesn't get through. Good block. New Zealand break away with it. Judith Heel.
This will be icing.
Tried to get Corner Pascoe, but not in her wheelhouse, and that will go down for an icing. 2 minutes, 46 seconds. 3-3 hockey game.
Wow, pressure's coming on. You can feel it.
Whoa, dude, 28 shots for the Ukrainians, 31 for the Kiwis. We have such an even contest. This is going to be a great finish.
Yeah, it's been all New Zealand for the last wee while, but we've seen Ukraine put some good shifts together in this game, and all it takes is one decent shift and one good shot, especially from this top line who's out there now for the Ukrainians.
Yeah, good forecheck once again from the Ukrainians. And here we are. Corner Pascoe doesn't quite get through the defender. That puck is intercepted there nicely by Telahina as the Team Ukraine regroups. Manchak looking for Telahina just out of the reach, and that's
Icing.
too far. That will be an icing. Could cost the potentially tired defender to stay on the rink. That is number 4, Vedmedenko, who could not make that change. Some Ukrainians are already down, trying to get some air, get some oxygen to the lungs. This is an important shift for them here. 2 minutes, 14 seconds.
Yeah, you wonder if you put in your power play team for the shift.
Yeah, New Zealand has Hansen, Malari, Blong out there. It's been a very effective line. Jones steps in, sees a cross check there, keeps the puck in. Oh, hit from the back, from behind. Oh my goodness, what a hit. Nothing called. As Abby Heel has a nice move at the blue line. Good stick handling, pass to the middle. Malari can't get a stick on it. Could be a high stick if it's touched twice.
Sticking.
But Team Ukraine get it, so that negates the Ice Ferns' high stick of the puck.
So Ukrainians
Wow,
were
they
able
had
to
a
get their
single.
top line off.
As Hansen comes in on that left side, cuts in the middle, takes a massive check there by Skorohud. Malari in the middle, looking to center it. Doesn't get it through, gets it back. In the middle to Hansen, can she shoot it? No, she can't, taken away. Skorohud, good defending.
Minute 20 left. Feels like sudden death.
Yeah, every second matters here. Pass in front to the middle. Oh, looking for a one-time shot. Team Ukraine, Rojhok at the point. Wrist shot blocked there nicely by Abby Heel. Blong is going to receive a penalty. I cannot believe that is called at this particular time. However, that is the call. Is a tripping penalty to number 19, Blong.
Ooh, that could prove costly
1
here.
minute, 4 seconds. I mean, if that's called, then that one that was earlier from behind that hit Jones in the Ukraine zone in front of the referee. Man, if we see that again, you can't take back time, but goodness, that is a crucial penalty call in the last minute of the game.
Very important. In the previous shifts, this top line did manage to get off while they're under pressure, and now they're out there a little bit fresh.
Yeah,
the top power play unit.
This could go all the way through if there is extra time as well.
Look at the battle in the front of the net. Look at the battle
pass in front,
deflected.
Oh, and they do manage to clear it. Unbelievable battle in front.
Yeah, they're
Players
letting them
fighting.
go for it down there, aren't they?
So the Ice Ferns send the puck down, and that's 40 seconds remaining now in regulation time. If there happens to be an overtime, it would be 5 minutes of 3-on-3, and this penalty would carry over. I don't know how they would start. 4-on-3, I believe. Yes. Now Team Ukraine with it in their zone, looking to come up with it. Stepping up was Jones, and that may go for
trouble.
Not icing. This is a 3-on-1 danger here against the Ice Ferns.
A stick by Richmond there.
Coming the other way, 1-on-3, taken down.
Manchak able to break that up from behind.
A chance here by Malari, 1-on-2 though. Last 4 seconds, can she get a shot away? No, it doesn't get through.
And that'll do it for regulation.
And there's a shot right at the end by
Simarenko.
Man, oh man. We are headed to extra time here. This is an added bonus. Game 1 for Team New Zealand against Team Ukraine.
Oh, yeah. What a tight battle between these two teams. Both of them having extended periods of pressure on the other, and it's come out into stalemate after 60 minutes.
Exciting action, man. It's just time to take a minute just to breathe. We've just been witnessing phenomenal ice hockey down here in Dunedin. This IIHF World Championships Division 2. Not one for predictions, but if any indications from what we've seen after 60 minutes of play, you're in for a treat with this happening. It looks like it could go for at least the next 30 seconds of that penalty for 4-on-3 action, and then that would return to 3-on-3 afterwards. Is that correct?
4-on-4.
So it starts 4-on-4.
Starts 4-on-3.
Sorry, excuse me.
No, 4-on-3.
But because of the penalty, it becomes 4-on-3.
Yes,
but then what happens when the penalty expires? Does it become 4-on-4?
It becomes 4-on-4
until
the next stoppage.
And then it would go to 3-on-3. Okay, so there we are. We're just clarifying all of the rulings.
It's 53 seconds.
53 seconds of that 5 minutes. That's a
long time to be out there with one less player on such a big sheet of ice. All that room.
So the New Zealand Ice Ferns looking to hold it down, I guess, and they're a person down.
Yeah, let's hope their maturity comes in a positive way.
And yes, Team Ukraine having an advantage, and looks like one of their coaches is going on the whiteboard there. Look at how disciplined they are with setting up this play. And quite clearly they're listening, and hopefully if anybody could see that, that's on camera. You see the play that they're drawing up.
Yeah, zoom in a little closer. Let's
get
a good look at that. Eh?
Well, I mean, if you were,
here we go.
If you were the Ice Ferns, you may want to be having a look. But hey, look, this.
Nah, we want sportsmanship.
You want the game to unfold as it should.
It does look like they're going to go out there with their top line with Talahina, Manchak, and Simarenko. Wondering who they'll put out on the defense. Probably just the one defense out there on the 4-on-3.
Yeah, it looks like Kirichenko might stay on that back end. Number 2, and it looks like the Ice Ferns have got Lily, number 17, number 22, that's Nelson.
Yeah, it's a shame. Normally they'd have Blong out in a situation like this, so we're on the 3-on-3 when it goes to that, but sadly she's in the box.
That's true, but again, if you are the Ice Fern or a fan of the Kiwis, you may want to think that could be an advantage if they're able to kill that penalty off and then get Blong back on the ice with her speed and then use that as an advantage if they can hit her with a pass.
It looks like they're going to start with two defensemen out there with Lily and Holia. So because they're on the penalty kill.
And plus a forward in the penalty box.
Yeah, bring a forward out. Yep. Straight back into the 4-on-4. But two defensemen out there who can really hopefully lock things down for this next 53 seconds.
Yeah, and the linesperson dropping the puck here. Overtime has begun. Ukraine winning the draw.
They got to
Manchuk
watch the back door.
curling back, going up top, looking to the middle. Drop pass here, setting things up, going up top to Kirichenko. Doesn't shoot it, surveying the options. Looking to shoot, doesn't shoot it. Manchuk doesn't have a great shot. Pass to the side, and she shoots. That goes wide as Grace Harrison went post to post, looking to stop that. 2 Ukrainians on the puck here as Lily holds it up against the wall. They dig it out. Manchuk skates to the middle, shoots, and that's deflected very well there by Lily up off the net, and they get some time off that penalty. 13 seconds remaining in the penalty. Whew. Action here is phenomenal.
No changes for the Ukrainians, and the Kiwis got a full line change, although actually Nelson stayed out there.
Taking the face off, Team Ukrainian. They do recover the draw after losing it momentarily. Manchuk up to the top, Kirichenko. Slap shot, deflected twice. Oh, pad save by Grace Harrison. Are they going to go back to her? And they elect to take the shot. Goes wide.
Penalty's over.
Penalty is now over. We are 4 on 4. Back to even. The score is 3-3. Overtime action. Dunedin, New Zealand.
2-on-1
opportunity. Blong. Nelson. Blong with it. Coming in. Takes a shot. That doesn't get all the way. It does hit the pads of the goalkeeper. Team Ukraine scrambling to get the puck back. Blong hard on it. Does really well to take over the puck. Looking for some support. But it goes off the skate. Team Ukraine with it. Kirichenko. Up to Telehina. Good cross rink pass. All the way down. That could go for icing. And it is an icing, giving
and now
fresh change for the Ice Ferns. And those Ukrainian players need to stay on.
But they'll switch to a 3-on-3 possibly here.
They'll
switch to 3-on-3.
Like you are correct, but however, Team Ukraine only have 4 on. And
they'll have to figure that one out.
There seems like one is going off, so it's going to now go to 3-on-3.
It's lucky for Kirichenko because she was out there from the start as well. So.
Or they're lucky they could have been charged with the too many players on the rink penalty.
See if New Zealand can take advantage here of tired players.
But Rosshawk gets it. They are winning that draw. They come up with it. In behind the offside. I was going to say, sneaking in behind the defender was Telehina, but just a bit behind that blue line. So going over that blue line before the puck will mean it's an offside. However, if they were to do that in the other way, having received the puck before the blue line and then going over, you'd be on an onside position and there wouldn't be any whistle. That is why the puck now is being dropped just outside of the Team Ukraine zone. Team New Zealand win the faceoff. Lily back up to Nelson. Shoots it on net. Oh, and that is stopped there nicely by Chichenko. Lily with it and behind the goal. Trying to get it in front. Given away. That could be a breakaway for Team Ukraine. Don't know if they have the legs.
Nelson on the back check.
Oh, good back check by Nelson, forcing her to cut in. And then that puck doesn't get through to that dangerous high slot area.
Nelson's been out there a long time.
Solid hit there by Lily, getting the puck back. And they have a 2-on-1 if they can, but going for a change. Up to Blong.
Still a 2-on-1.
Pasco coming in on it as Blong takes a wrist shot over the net and hits the glass wide. Blong gets it back, though.
By Blong.
Here comes the toe drag.
Shot. And And Team New Zealand win it in overtime. Katia Blong, just like in the warm-up game, wins it for the Kiwis. Ice Ferns up 4-3 in overtime.
Wow, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Unbelievable action.
And Katia Blong took the original shot and then won the puck back on her own rebound.
And forcing the defender back, and kind of had to because Horner Pasco could have been an option as another pass, but Blong just takes it all by herself, and what a wrist shot. Oh, does hit the keeper on the way in, but nevertheless, that is an overtime game-winning goal to Katia Blong, number 19. What a moment for her and Team New Zealand.
Now, players
winning game number 1.
Players of the game, who do you think?
Oh, I guess we shall see. I meant one thing at a time here, isn't it? They're just about to line up at the blue line.
Yeah, on that play from Katia Blong, I fully expected the toe drag. She's done that multiple times this game, but she just took the nice little wrist shot, and maybe that took the defender by surprise, expecting that toe drag across. to go to the back end. But yeah, no, fantastic stuff.
I'm pretty sure it was Blanc that got the
That's
winning
it, that's
goal
what
in
I was saying.
overtime.
Yeah, in the warm-up. So here in the IIHF tournament, after each game, a player of the game is awarded for each team. So what they're doing at the moment, they'll be lining up on the blue line and waiting for the official announcement. And it looks as though there is a token or some type of gift.
It's the official Olympic New Zealand Olympic Committee mascot.
Oh, here we are. And number 12 for Team
Nice
Ukraine, absolutely deserving, was Valeria Manchuk, a 28-year-old from Ukraine, playing out of the U.S., plays for PWHPA. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Someone can tell us. Professional women's hockey? Not sure exactly.
2 assists
As
for
we hear the
Manchuk.
Team New Zealand player of the game awarded to number
Anjali
7,
Malari.
Jolly Malari.
Well, great effort from both
Yeah, you
teams,
could've
giving
picked
us a
anyone.
very exciting game here tonight.
Oh, fantastic. What exciting action.
Yeah, my heart rate's still up.
Killing a penalty in overtime.
To come back from that.
Yeah,
4-on-3, kill that off, come in, and
being
wow,
down
what a game.
3-2 in the third.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
Real gut check. Great to see.
So as, again, with how the IIHF, we'll have the anthem from Team New Zealand. Kiwi anthem being played, customary for IIHF tournament. The winning team's anthem is played after an international game.
Yeah, and just in thinking about the game, Nelson, her debut as a
2
Fern,
goals,
gets
yeah.
2 goals.
Wow.
Excellent.
Incredible.
So
Excellent.
just explain that, because a lot of New Zealand watchers of ice hockey will know Kelly Nelson for a few years,
Yes.
playing in the NZWIHL, but only now just being eligible to play for New Zealand.
Yeah, last year she got her New Zealand citizenship, and then that lets her be eligible in order to play for the national team. She's been living here for years and playing and organizing hockey and teaching a lot of the young people to skate down in the Queenstown area.
So I take it that she would be born in obviously another country like some of us. So
She
I'm a
was-
Kaniwi. Like, where is she originally from?
Originally from the United States, Minnesota, and I'm sure her proud parents are watching now on the
Phenomenal.
live stream.
As the both teams now, after shaking hands with their opposition, are shaking the hands of the officials
Yeah,
and also the coaching staff.
but also can't say enough about Ukraine. The average age is 20 years
Yeah,
old.
so they have a very bright future.
15-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
4 15-years. That's incredible. Like, they have a lot to be proud of.
Oh,
Team
unbelievable.
Ukraine.
And they have no quit in them at all.
That's
And
wonderful.
they've got a very vocal supporting crowd here
Yeah,
today
yeah.
as well. Lots of Ukrainian flags in the crowd. They've been very noisy, very vocal with the whenever the goals are scored.
Yeah, it'll be really keen to see how the rest of their tournament goes for Team Ukraine when they play out against the other countries that are here.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with them. They've come up from Div 3A last year, and they don't look out of place at all. They went toe to toe with the New Zealand team that's been in Division 2B for a number of years.
The Kiwis.
And it was a very hard fought battle, and New Zealand were on the ropes there for a number of minutes here. They had so much pressure on them that they just had to give up a goal. And they'll go far in this tournament, Ukraine, if they play like they did tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was such a fantastic game to watch. And anyone watching, I hope you did enjoy it. It has been a great experience. We are momentarily seeing if we could get potentially an interview happening. I think one of the Ice Ferns may be coming over for an interview. We will confirm that momentarily as the Team Ukraine exits the ice surface, as well as the officiating crew. And Team New Zealand will be looking to take a photograph here. It's quite a momentous occasion. It's nothing since 2013, since the last World Championships for the women in Aotearoa, New Zealand. That's a good amount of time, and to be able to host it here, that evokes such a strong sense of pride. And I'm not sure about you two, but if you've ever had a chance to represent your country, or even your adopted country in my case, it's a very special moment, and you really don't want to ever take that for granted. It's a very high privilege and honor, as long as a lot of these women will be experiencing that, and to win in overtime in their very first game
At home.
Yeah. Oh man, that's special stuff.
Well, I'll tell you something special. There's 5 players returning from the 2013 World Championships, and Helen Murray, who's out there tonight, she started her career in 2013 on that home ice in Auckland, and this year's her last year playing for the Ice Ferns, for the New Zealand team, and it's here in New Zealand, this time in Dunedin. So she's played 2 tournaments on home ice, and to see players last that long international career, it's fantastic.
Oh, phenomenal.
And some of these players might never get another chance to play
That's
in
true.
New Zealand. So, enjoy it when it comes.
Yeah, an absolute stalwart of the game. Dr. Helen Murray, she's a qualified neuroscientist. Neuroscientist. She does a lot of phenomenal work with brain and head injury and trauma, and getting some assistance and treatment and research in that field, and been amazing. So it looks like we're going to cut to an interview right now. Our director, Michael Domigan, has got captain of the Ice Ferns, Jamie Jones, standing by. We are waiting to cut to him in just a moment.
Welcome to Jamie Jones, captain for Team New Zealand. Jamie, what an exciting start to the tournament, and 4 more games to go.
Yeah, totally. It was so exciting, and honestly, to finish it like that and with our first win, it just brings a tear to my eye.
Really back and forth game out there. You and Ukraine were trading goals back and forth. Describe it in your own words.
Yeah, Ukraine, they never let up, and we just had to play real tough. It was the same as our warm-up game, and they played really well, so kudos to them. Yeah, but the girls, they're amazing.
So the warm-up game, we also saw a very close contest between you. What changed for tonight?
Yeah, it's the fans, it's the passion behind the game. I think that's what makes it more exciting, and there's so much more on the line in a real game. So yeah, but gotta love it.
4 more games ahead, the next one against the top seed Belgium. What needs to change for you guys to perhaps pick up a win in regulation and earn 3 crucial points?
Yeah, I think we've got to control the game a bit more. Belgium's a very skilled team. They came from the division above, so they obviously belong at the top of our seed. So yeah, we've got to take the chances when we have them and keep control of the game.
Well, very exciting tournament ahead. Congratulations on the win here tonight, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for everyone for watching. It's so nice to be here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Team captain there, Jamie Jones. Fantastic interview there with Michael Domigan. Wow, you can just hear the pride coming through and the passion within their words. And they're wrapped. They're just absolutely ecstatic for this game, and also they were asked about Belgium's game tomorrow. So that will be the next challenge that the Kiwis face.
Yeah, that'll be a very tough one. Like Jamie said, Belgium coming down from the top division, they're going to be full of quality players, and controlling the game and playing at the pace that they want to play at, it's going to be so important for New Zealand.
Yeah, and Belgium came off a win, didn't they, Bill, in their first matchup?
Yep. They played Hong Kong, China, and they started off slow, but they only arrived here at 10 p.m. last night. So they started out a little bit slow in the first period, but you could see every period they just continued to get better. So Unless the jet lag or anything else catches up to them, they look like they're going to be hitting tomorrow in full stride. So the Kiwis definitely have their work cut out. Hopefully they can clear it out of their zone better and get a bit more clicking on their cycling in the offensive zone. And hey, hockey, anybody can win on the night.
That's it. In this format, too, you play each country one time.
Yes.
So you have that one game to do your best, and then you have to do that all over again against the next set of countries in this format. So to be on top, or at least to get a medal, you need to give your best at all times. So any little area of the game is super important, super critical, from the shot blocking to the defensive positioning. Like, we got to mention the defensive effort from both teams. Team Ukraine was great throughout tonight. They were diving in front of the shots that the Ice Ferns, the New Zealanders, were putting against them, and it just shows you the passion that. There we are.
Yeah, so we're just about due to finish up here, but we've got another game tomorrow night. Same time, 8 p.m. New Zealand time, that is. If you're in Belgium, you probably want to wake up very early for that one.
Absolutely. So on behalf of all of the commentary team, we look forward to bringing you the action again. So ka kite ano, and stay safe.